What up, everybody? We're live. It is Tuesday morning, 8 a.m. California time. We're going to have a great little live session here. We got some gamings, we got some dabs, we got some beers. I actually got everything finally cleaned up today. So if you guys got to see that sesh yesterday, you saw my dirty bong. My dirty bong. Get rid of that dirty bong. All right, so we got nice clean leisure here. We also busted out the Earl Jr. Cup rig. So we got a couple nice little rigs here to blaze with and have a good sesh while everybody slowly gets into this sesh. So hope you guys are having a great week, getting this week started. Yesterday, I was planning on going live later last night with Shido, and Shido was all ready for me, but I was really exhausted last night. So I ended up taking a nap and just kind of relaxing, taking care of some stuff. So I'm finally got everything kind of dialed in, taken care of, and we're gonna have a fun little sesh today. So let me start out by, since we're waiting on some people, I'll start out by doing some close-ups. So we got this beautiful rosin here. Just swooped up some more rosin. Ooh, baby, that looks even pretty good on this camera. And then we're able to switch over to this camera and we get a nice close-up view. So that rosin looks good. I really like that extra camera angle. I got that all set up now with some lighting, so I don't have to worry about moving, holding the camera. And of course, we're smoking on some of the beautiful M1 OG, our third place at Chalice, guys. Woo, that shit is fire and stinky. It smells like pure gas. All right, guys. So yeah, we got the gaming going. I got the gaming set up, ready to rock when we're ready to do it. Let's see here. Let's fix this. We'll go like that. There we go. Now we're ready. All right, so we got the gaming scene set up. We got the solo faded scene set up. And we're going to get faded.
All right, everybody, load your bowls, roll your joints, roll your blunts, turn on your vaporizers, pour your beers, pour your shots. We're gonna get faded.
All right, guys. So what I got here is I still got half a bowl here. We got some water here. You guys know how I'm doing it during the week. I'm going to stay hydrated. And then that way when I do any kind of the drinking, it's not going to be as hard on me if you stay as much hydrated as you can. So that's always the goal. So we got some water here. Oh, we got Shido joining in. Oh, man. We got a new person here. What up, Shido?
What up, Shido?
Let him get his earbuds in.
What up?
Oh, he's got the mic even sounding good. Let me see if I can adjust your volume here. Boop, boop, beep, doop.
Check, check, check. 1, 2,
All
3.
right. We're getting there. All right. You sound pretty good.
Super laggy, I see, but
Yeah.
the internet here is not on Wi-Fi yet.
Yeah. All right. 1 second. Let me turn your volume up just a little. Talk again.
1, 2, 3. Hello.
All right. There we go. I'm
Hello,
cranking your volume up. I'm
hello.
getting your volume up to where it needs to be.
How you doing? Good morning.
All right. There we go. We got you up.
All right.
Oh, we got 3 people on. Okay, cool. I was talking to myself for a little while, so check it out, Shido. We got the
No
Earl Jr.
shit.
mug rig out. And then
Oh
after
shit.
that sesh yesterday, I had to clean up the bongs. So.
Oh shit. Look at it. It's all pretty. Hell yeah.
Good function here.
Still
So I
one
got
of
a
my
bowl loaded
favorite
here.
leisure pieces.
Don't you basically have the same one that's like heady? Is that straight?
No, mine is actual single arms.
Oh, okay. I remember that one you got that's kind of worked and
There's
stuff.
yours has mini arms. Yeah,
Okay.
mine just has regular
All right.
arms.
Well, I got a bowl loaded here, so I'm going to start off by doing a little water
Yeah,
submarine.
yeah. So yours makes bigger bubbles. I'm gonna go get coffee.
All right,
Ugh,
go get your
I'll be
coffee,
right
and I'll
back.
do a little water submarine and keep
I
everybody
brought my own coffee.
entertained. Sheeto's out in Vegas, so bear with him and his internet. He's doing the best he can. So, all right, load your balls, Roy Jones, Roy Blunt, turn vapors, pour your beers, pour your shots, get these dabs ready. Here we go. All right, that wasn't a big enough bowl to do a submarine, so I will do another one here in a minute. Oh, what up, Glenn? How you doing, Glenn? Cheeto's out in Vegas, so we're gonna have a fun little sesh here. Are you? Is there a convention going on, or what's going on out in Vegas?
Yeah, MJ BizCon.
Whew, that's fun. I did
The
that a couple times. I know what you're going through.
yeah, it's probably the smallest MJ BizCon ever.
No shit, getting smaller and smaller. Well, you got to figure all those entry level
Yep.
companies, that never ended up panning out or slowly just like not figuring it's worth it going to it. Probably.
Yeah, exactly.
So many
Exactly.
people want to
And
get
it's
into the
expensive.
industry.
It ain't cheap.
Yeah, so many people want to get in the industry, I think, and then they think that going to that's it, and then they spend 5, 10, 15, 20,000, realize they ain't gonna ever make that money back.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. More like 40,000.
Holy shit. Well, I was thinking the extra small booths, but man, I'm probably getting crazy. I remember we never had the biggest of booths, and they were always still expensive.
Yeah, I would say the small booths are probably spending about 30 to 40. If
That's
there's no equipment.
insane. That's
If there's equipment, you're adding the cost of the equipment, right? So
right. I remember the
yeah.
last time we went, it was, you had, and then getting everything set up, unloading the trucks, everything's just insane up there at those
Yeah,
events.
it's a nightmare. It's not organized ever.
Then people's yelling at you. They're like, "You did this and you didn't do that." I remember that's just insane. It's like, "All right, chill out. I didn't know." They're like, "You can't bring your own boxes in or something stupid." They're like, "We got union workers." It's like, "What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah,
What are you
yeah.
talking about?"
Yeah.
Uh, that's funny. All right, I'm gonna do a quick submarine here. Let's
Are
go.
you gonna get onto a game?
Yeah, I'm gonna get
I'll
on a
I'll
game here.
I'll commentate your game
Hey, there we go. All
for
right, all right.
everybody.
Well, I know what I'm not doing. I'm not doing prop hunt. I did prop hunt last night, and I was literally just talking to the stream because I'm just sitting there with my prop hidden, and it was just, I don't know how anybody can even game doing a prop hunt. It's like you're just talking the whole time, pretty much.
Because you're just hiding, aren't you?
Yeah, exactly. I find a
And
hiding spot within like 20
everybody's looking for a
seconds.
moving object.
And then for 5 minutes, I'm just sitting there watching people walk back and forth. It's like, all right, well, this is kind of boring.
Yeah, I don't really understand prop hunt. Like, if you are the prop, you're supposed to be still and whatnot. But like, how does the players know what you are unless they're just shooting random shit and then waiting for a hit marker?
Well, I played it a lot. So what happens is when you stay still for so long, you start whistling.
Oh, okay. And they're all trying to figure out where the whistle is coming from.
Yeah, and I don't know how the
But
whistle works.
if you don't
Maybe
have
as I
the
think as the
headphones
time I
on,
think as the time runs out, you start whistling more and more and more frequently and shit. But like what I did to win is I put a whole bunch of you could get when you're a prop, you can drop fake props. So I put a whole bunch of fake
okay.
props, and then you can also change props. So I put a whole bunch of like seats, and then I turned into a watermelon, and I hid in the water in a corner. And so when the people shoot the props, they go, "Oh, you killed a prop," and they see it was a chair. They think you're a chair, and they don't realize you changed already. So then they're shooting all the chairs and shit. So,
That's
but
frustrating.
yeah, but yeah, it's definitely the whistling. So,
Okay, okay, interesting.
all right, yeah, let's get a game going. I'll get it going. I've been doing just mainly team deathmatch. It's the one I've been kind of preferring. So,
When I watch you, I'm like yelling at the screen, so
All right. Well, you can yell at this screen. All right, there we go. Got you on it.
Oh, 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 look at Nick being
There we go.
producing on the fly.
And we'll add some sound effects so we can all hear the game. All right.
Oh shit, I can hear it now. All right.
There we go.
Did
Let's
you see
get it
the
on.
new update on the Roadcaster?
Uh-uh.
It probably didn't, but you can put every single program like Ecamm and Discord or whatever window you have open
Right.
onto their individual channels.
Oh, shit.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Ah, this is such a small
And
map.
he's done.
Yeah, I know, I know. This is like the tiniest of map.
Uh, I
Oh,
think I'm gonna pull you up on YouTube
I see if we can see the
because
comments.
the feed is laggy. No, the
Oh,
when
yeah,
when I
yeah,
see the
probably with
call,
everything, yeah.
but then when I go on YouTube, it's fine.
All right.
There we go. There's your live.
Ah, I put that one right on him. All right, let's get it.
All right, there we go.
It's Tuesday.
Oh yeah, the gameplay is so much more smoother on the stream.
Got him.
No, there you go. There you go. There you go.
He's over
I'm
here.
trying to figure out which stream is. Oh, I think the YouTube is just a tiny bit behind, but not bad, not by a lot. All right, let's try to figure out what Nick's doing here. Oh, there you go. There you go.
Whoops.
Uh-oh,
What was that?
uh-oh,
Ah!
uh-oh. Too many buttons, too many buttons.
You're doing
Oh,
pretty
okay,
good.
okay. I think when Nick's not having to commentate, he does
Yeah,
a
I
lot
know.
better.
I gotta focus a little more. Talking and game is. I'm still working on this game. Oh shit!
All
We have
right,
two
that
less
guy was
players
right
than
in
them.
front of
Come
you.
on, we gotta fix this shit.
Nope, there's got flashed.
Ah, he's behind me.
Oh. You're getting quick with the buttons. There you go. There you go. There you go.
Oh no.
Oh, oh, oh. To the right. Yeah.
Got
Yeah.
one of
The other
them.
guy.
Got one.
Oh.
1 out of 2 ain't bad.
Let's see. There's
I got my
sometimes
stupid.
I can see guys on your screen
Ah,
before you can.
I
Let's
know.
see if I can hold.
That's like everybody.
My the sound effects can go up a little bit.
All right. I'll turn up the sound effects a little. But yeah, I'm gonna do a quick dab here. Let me try this.
All right. There you go.
Yeah, let me see. What did I do on that one? 1.38. Ain't too bad. Could have been worse.
1.38. That's better than the point fives that I've been seeing you on
Yeah,
the
I
other
know.
stream.
That was a bad. I was just dropping KDs that last game.
You know, the next this weekend we should probably we should each get a gram and see how quick we can smoke it. Because I saw Dope Yola or Dope Yola, whatever.
Right.
Uh, that was the new video that he did. Took him like 20 minutes to smoke a gram. I
Oh
think we
shit.
could smoke a gram in a couple hits.
I was just gonna say. I was gonna say 20 minutes. I was like, huh. I was gonna say. I think I get rid of it in a couple bowls, maybe.
Yeah, 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 depending on the bong size.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Enrique,
I
what
think
up,
both of our
man?
bongs.
All right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We'll definitely do it. Speaking of that, should I do another bong rip? I'm gonna do another bong rip. Might as well. I want to do a dab, but I
All
like
right.
sticking with the weed for a little bit.
Do you have a scale at home?
Yeah, of course. I got my old weed, my old scale.
That'd be cool. No, next video when I'm over there, we'll this weekend we'll see how fast we can both smoke a gram.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was a cool one. It had that side where it can kind of pop in and out for the numbers and the buttons, you know. And
What are you talking about?
well, like it was, you know, a regular scale, like a square, but the
Oh,
numbers
a
was
scale. Yeah, yeah,
inside
yeah.
of it, and you had to press it, and it would pop out.
Oh, and it would
Eh,
pop. Okay, like a little display.
yeah, but the bitches, Tony, was fucking with it too much like a years ago, whenever it was, and fucking broke it. So now it's just permanently stuck out. But other than that, it works. All right, let's get a bong
I'm
rip going.
getting all kinds of hate messages from illuminated extractors. That's what the company he worked with, right?
Oh, was it maybe? I don't
Yeah.
know anymore. I delete a lot of information. I think my memory maxed out. So now that I'm on this gaming and stuff, there's a lot of weed and extracted information that's slowly being deleted. I'm a
Nick
true
won't know how
believer.
to
I'm a true
extract
believer.
next
Your
year.
memory maxes out, and it just starts deleting old shit. It goes, I don't need this shit anymore. Deleted.
Your iCloud is full.
My iCloud's full. Nothing's going up there unless something goes out of it. That's for sure.
Oh man, that piece rips so nice. You just got to get a one of his matching ash catchers. I don't know if you saw his new ash catchers that have the little tiny arm on it too. So it's like, oh shit, that would have been a fucking perfect match. I can't smoke in the fucking
Hotel.
hotel room, but I think I'm about to go to the car, and I'll call you guys. I'll call you guys back from the car, and I'll
Oh,
be
okay. Yeah.
smoking.
Just call me on the same thing. I'll be here.
Yeah, yeah. Let's get one more game in.
All right. Yeah. One more
I'm
game. All right.
almost done
Let's
with
do it.
my coffee.
That's cool.
Yeah.
All right. And I'm going to probably be switching over to
What?
dabs.
All right.
Oh, see, I got you already
I'm like,
I got you in scenes now, so we're ready to rock now. We can
no
go back
shit.
and forth.
Oh shit.
The thing that one thing I just got to always remember, I always forget to turn up the volume of the game. And so I got to remember to start doing that.
No.
I noticed a couple games I forgot to turn the volume up, so but they get to hear my beautiful voice, so that's all that matters. Oh
I can't
yeah.
hear the game right now. Are you
Yeah.
supposed to be?
It's working. It's just real quiet.
There it is.
Yeah.
And where's your other camera?
Oh yeah, I got that. It's just I gotta go back to this.
Shit. Now you just save that one as a scene.
Yeah, I got it. All right.
Yeah, yeah. All right, let's see it. Is this team deathmatch?
Yeah. If I could get a
All
map, I
right.
know. Like this is like that's the other issue. I always end up with these and these small maps on these suck. All right, let's get it going. Fat dabs.
Go.
Higher
What's the
standards. You
strategy?
see the new higher standards? Hold on. All right. I'm in it. All right, let's do it.
That's what he says all the time.
I know.
Higher standards.
Yeah, that's what I saw. That's why I thought it was funny. I was like, that's funny. He's dead.
We've been higher standard for since 2016, huh? Yeah, almost 10 years.
Yeah, we were the
Wow.
first, and then they ended up bumping us and changing our fucking name on YouTube and then I added the 710. It used to just be higher standard, but I think some famous
I'm
company wanted to take our name, but whatever.
Yeah, I'm shocked nobody thought of that name before we did.
Yeah, I was like, that works perfectly. I was like looking it up, typing it up,
Mhm.
and then out of the blue, after we had it for a while, everybody started like, "I'm higher standard. No, I'm
Yeah.
higher." I was like, "I looked this
Well,
up. You didn't
that
exist
company
then."
that made those torches, I actually have one of those
That's
torches.
hilarious. Yeah, I remember seeing that the HS they use. That's
Yeah,
hilarious.
yeah, yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah. Yeah, they got to get a
That's what
little
happens when
bit
you
more
don't
creative.
trademark stuff. When you get a little more richer, you just have a quick trademark of it.
All right, all right. Nick saw somebody in his
Oh,
crosshairs and they kicked his ass.
I almost had him too.
All right.
I almost
All
had
right,
him. I
well,
hate when they
where are
do
we
that.
going? Nick's going backwards, and we're gonna
Swinging.
go
I'm working on
around
my
the
sliding.
outside.
Got to get this sliding down. That's my own sound effects.
He says he can slide one way and go the other way, and
Well,
then
you can like
he
if
tries to do it
I
on
forget.
camera, and it doesn't
Sometimes
happen.
there's something I don't know. I do it when I'm in danger.
Go get him! Get him! Get him! Get him! Oh no! Oh, it was a perfect opportunity,
Shut up.
and Nick's gonna die. Oh, I got him. I thought that guy was gonna kill you.
All right.
Nick always likes to just go back to back with an enemy and then just like rub his back on them for a while and then
Yeah,
kill them.
Cheeto says I'm famous for being able to walk around the enemies.
And just like talk to them. Hey, what's up, guys? They don't even shoot him.
All right, he's up here, I guess.
There. Oh no. Oh, there's that bomb on the ground. There's that bomb on the ground. Oh, you got him.
I helped him. I help him.
There
All right.
it is. There he is. Smell him, Nick. Smell him.
That was close. All right, what am I at? Hey, I'm still above a 1. That's all that matters.
All right, for
Gotta
now.
get to a 2 is the thing.
Okay, okay. Go,
That's
go,
always the
go.
goal. Because I was at a 2 at the last Call of Duty before I ended up quitting.
Don't make me see the guys
What
before
just
you on the laggy
happened?
screen.
That was so sad. They 2-on-1 me, and I didn't ask for permission. Or they didn't, that's for sure.
Oh, no! It's friend!
Hey, I'm multitasking.
Oh,
I'm doing
there,
better
and
than
they're
these
done.
guys are doing. Man, wow, I've been watching Nick for 2010. Yeah, buddy, long way. We got a little better microphones. We got a little better equipment finally. It only took us like 15 years or something. All right, we're coming.
Subs in front of the huge TV. Yeah, I think, Nick, you're known for just always doing a video in front of a huge TV.
Yeah, that's the
There's a person
TV.
you just skipped. All
I see
right.
him. I'm doing something. I see a whole team here. I'm trying to work on.
And then,
Oh,
he was now your project didn't work out.
no, it didn't. Yeah, that's
Nick
our
says, "I
sound.
see a whole team. I'm not going to shoot anyone.
Yeah, I'm just gonna follow him. I'm on your side, guys. I'm just one of
I'm
you.
smelling their back."
See, that's the trick. If you just don't shoot anybody, they're like, well, he's got to be a good guy, right?
Yeah.
All right, I think
Shit.
I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna just.
Man, I wish I could get the game on these AirPods because the game sounds pretty good on the AirPods.
Ah!
Oh, wow. Guy just laying down.
I know. Let's just camp. That's all they do nowadays is camp. I'm down to a 1. This is depressing. All right, I gotta step it up. I know that guy's where he is, so I just gotta do something different. He's like right up there in that window, I think. All right. Well, like I said, I'm new to Black Ops 6. You guys got to give me a break. I've only been playing this for like a few times.
Only once a morning
Shut up. Yeah,
for
it's
the
still
last month.
not enough. I'm talking like usually when I game, it's hours on end, and I fucking, I got to know every map, every angle, every tiny crouching spot, hidden dragon, whatever it is. That guy's dead.
Uh-oh, somebody's on the left. Nope, you just jumped over him.
Hi, you don't see me.
As long as I don't look at you, you can't see me. Woo! Oh, there's a little bomb up there. There he is. There he is. There he is. Throw a grenade at him. Oh, he's got a little thing. Kill it! Kill it! Kill it!
I know, sorry. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking just slide right past this dude. Simple pimple. Whew. All right, I thought about that one for a second. All right,
All right, they're coming back. They're gonna get a small map. They're gonna come right back to that spot and get
all
you.
right. Well, then I'm gonna come around this way and wait for him.
All right, all right. Nick's gonna do his little.
Oh no, there's my team, so they must
Oh,
be coming
oh,
this way.
oh.
I had to steal somebody's gun, so I don't know how this gun works, but we'll see. Isn't that a guy? What am I shooting?
What's up, Grant Whitner? Oh yeah, you've been here. Yes, sir.
Woo, baby.
Oh, stick it the last.
Yeah, buddy. I got him. All right. Dab time.
What's up, Colombian Latino?
What up, Grant? Yo. Yeah, I was down under those steps, and I was like, I'm gonna throw a shock grenade, and then I was thinking run up. I was like, no, I'm gonna just slide past him since he's facing that way. I was like, yeah. Fool me 3 times. You ain't gonna fool me 4 times. You can't keep doing the same move that many times. I'm gonna figure it out. All right.
Did you ever grow kryptonite?
Yeah. I go
Yeah,
because
I
I got
don't
it really purple. Because remember,
remember.
I kept my apartment super duper cold, so it got pretty purple if I recall.
Oh,
Yeah, I grew kryptonite, M1, marijuana, green crack.
and green crack.
Yeah, that was about it. Until we were in our
Yeah,
grow, and then we did everything in the grow house. We did.
yeah, yeah.
Uh, dab time.
What's the deal with M10G? Is it the same as SBSE? Yes, it is. The same one, just differentiating who's taking care of the plant because I've been taking care of my cut for since 2013. 2000, yeah, 2013. So people grow it. There's a few different growers out there with SBSE, and everybody grows it differently, and it all looks different. It doesn't really. Um, so just to differentiate kind of like where people are getting the cut, that's why I call mine M1OG for my number one OG. If they ever get a cut from me, they'll know because it'll be named M1OG instead of SBSE. SBSE is actually I don't want to speak to where that name came from, but it was let's just call it a drunken decision to
Yeah,
name it
yeah.
that.
The SBSC even I believe I heard that even might have got renamed. You never know with these OGs. They did testing on I think like almost 200 OGs, and they found that they were like there was only like 5 of them. They were like all named differently, but they were basically the same one. So you got to watch out for that.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, I got the. I haven't pulled this rig
Master
out in a while.
Kush or 76 Afghan. Oh, I grew an Afghan Kush. That was nice
Was that purple
back in like
elephant, or was
no,
no that was
no.
actual
It
purple
was
elephant?
it was actual Afghan Kush.
Oh.
Um so yeah, definitely heard a similar story. Appreciate the response. Yeah, the cut originally we don't know where M1OG was bred or what the genetics are. Um I have a feeling it's just one of those OGs that were brought over during the war in the early 2000s from Middle East.
Oh yeah, wasn't the
There's a
soldiers
lot
doing
of
it or something? Some like the
yeah, there was a lot of
Vietnam and
soldiers
stuff.
growing weed. Well, even
Yeah,
the guy that brought over hardcore OG Crown Extracts, I don't know if you remember him.
yeah, I remember. I
Um,
remember him.
yeah, he was the original hardcore OG before he gave it to West Coast Cure, and he was a vet from um, the Afghanistan era.
Yeah,
So
we had the hardcore and what the Paris OG they had, right?
Yeah, Paris OG is just an OG from Lake Paris. So,
Oh, okay.
um, yeah, so closer to my area. Um,
Because you remember we even talked about on the other video how many of the OGs are just out there in general. When you think of an OG, there's just so many different names.
yeah, there's and they're all and just to kind of re reestablish the facts here, the like even the planetary OGs, those are not strain names. Those are a group of OGs that growers grew that wanted to differentiate their OG from somebody else. So all the OGs they grew, they just gave them planetary names. So that way you knew that this crew always grew this, this OG. Because if you got an OG grown from someone else, it's never the same. The plant is so hard to grow and yeah. So,
All right, I
um,
turned this mic down just a little bit. Sorry about that. There we
oh.
go. I had it adjusted. That should be a little bit better.
You should just turn your mic up.
Why? Well, I'm looking at the volumes.
Because the over
According to my volumes, I'm louder than you. So I don't know.
okay, somewhere in the chain it's a little soft because
All
when
right.
I play the other YouTube videos versus yours, I
All
have to
right. How
crank the
about that?
volume.
That's a little louder. Is that better? I'll testing everybody.
I wouldn't know, but
I know. All
everybody
right.
else
Well,
would.
I cranked mine up a little and I turned yours down a little. So we'll see if we get any complaints here. So load your
Okay,
balls, roll
okay,
joints,
okay.
roll blunts, turn on your vaporizers, pour your beers, pour your shots. We're gonna do a little water dab marine here with the Earl Jr. Geodome and some Runts rosin.
Yeah, turn Nick's up. Okay, cool. Well, um, I think you'll maybe add a little bit of gain to your mic so you don't have to boost the volumes up. But yeah, um, so tasty. I love Masonic's hustle. He's the man. Yeah, Masonic genetics. I've never ran them. They've been he's got a pretty good um, reputation though for good seeds. So I know he doesn't put a lot of stuff out, but Mace I don't even what strains is he responsible for that everybody knows? I don't necessarily remember, but there's so many of these like fly by night breeders these days. It's so hard to keep track of who's breeding what.
Yeah.
Everything, in my opinion, these days tastes like GMO, so which is not horrible. It's just pretty much a dominating
Right.
genetic these days. Um, but yeah, some say Afghan crossed with sage. Is the M1OG? Yeah, some say, but I exactly know who is saying that.
Oh.
I don't want to
Yeah.
name names, but every other year, it's a different thing.
Oh.
So, I think we know the older gentleman that keeps naming these things.
Right.
But I think what was the combo that he was saying earlier. There was a strain that everybody was looking for. I forget. But either way, um,
I see.
I don't even sage is a seed from TH Seeds, I think. Or it might be a seed version from a Humboldt cut, but whatever. It's not any of that. It was a cut that was more or less taken from someone and that person has never been given the credit. So,
Yeah, I know.
so
We
because
never
we
really
don't know
did
who that
figure out
person
all that.
is,
Yeah.
um, I do know though the cut was brought down to Long Beach from a gentleman named Ben that I met, and yeah, that was the last he brought down the Cashmere, the Triangle Kush, the all with the SBSE, and yeah, that was the only other grower that I knew that actually had the cut that wasn't. I mean,
Yeah.
actually, that's where I think I got my cut from. Like he dropped those plants off at our friend's place, um, and then which G, if you guys don't already know, hopefully we'll get him on the
Right.
pod on the stream soon.
Yeah, we'll get him on
G,
here for a vid for sure.
and G gave me the cut. Because G was growing at the time, but G wasn't. He was more of a. Back then, we had people who grew like kept plants, and then there was people that just flowered. So G was one of those guys that just flowered. So he would buy plants and then flower them, and I
Yeah,
kind of did the
I
whole
was the
thing.
same way. I
So
didn't have enough room for like a veg. So if you can't have that, usually you got to do it the other way.
yeah, pretty much I was the veg for all of our friends.
Yeah,
Everybody would
yeah.
just get the plants off me. Um,
And we all try to get them to
uh,
grow them as big as possible. So it'd be like, let's
yeah.
see how big you can get it before we take it. She'd be like, take the plant, and it'll end up being like 3 feet tall by the
Yeah.
time we grab it or something.
Yeah, that's still currently my issue with clones today is people who want clones would be like, "Oh yeah, I'll come and get it in 3 weeks." I'm
Right.
like, you do realize how big it's going to be in 3 weeks. It's not just,
Exactly.
yeah.
That's
So,
way too
and
long.
it's,
Yeah, especially when you figure some of these plants flower in 6 to 8 weeks.
yeah.
That's
Try
funny.
try Big Buns from Mason, Candy Sheesh, and Wilson. Okay, it definitely. I'm not a huge uh guy into seeds, but um people want me to pop seeds for some reason this year to kind of show you guys how to pop a seed because I don't think everybody knows where to get clones, even though they can get shipped to your door from Booms Farm.
Yeah,
Um
seeds would be cool. I mean, you got to figure that's easier to ship usually.
yeah, but no, they can ship clones now too. Like you
Right.
remember Booms
Yeah,
Farm?
yeah, yeah. I know we can do that. I know
Yeah.
those little
Yeah,
tubes or
he's still
whatever. Those are cool.
well,
Also, you
he's
oh oh you're doing the what is it called?
what's that?
Uh, you know.
You're not making sense right now.
Oh, oh, I was no. We were talking about that one guy. Instead of sending clones, you send tissue culture.
Oh, don't even fuck with that. That tissue culture is going to take 6 months for it even to establish any sort of growing, and then it's going to take another few months after that to get to a size that will be able to root. So, like, tissue culture is literally only for somebody who's just storing a genetic and like you just want to flower it next year, and I don't want to have to veg it. Um, and that's assuming you know what you're doing. So. Green Bodie. Yeah, Green Bodie does have the cut of SBSE. Oh, he got it from Green Bodie, so he just shipped it to you. All right. Well, hell, shit, people can start growing the cut right now. If that's the case. I have a cut of what I received as SBSE, but I can't find too much info on it. It's in flower week 3 right now, so I appreciate all the info. Sweet. Just curious, like, how did that experience go? Like, how much did he charge you for the cut, and how long did you wait? And did you get it in the mail and all that? Like, or did you just go to Oregon and get it from, or Washington? I forget where he's at. I
Yeah,
think he's
that's
in
an
Oregon.
interesting thing to see where all these guys and how these guys are getting all these cuts nowadays. Are they getting them shipped? Are
Yeah.
they doing those tubes? Remember, how you do the clone tubes? Like we even seen at some of the conventions. There's so many different ways now to put the clones and ship the clones.
Well, our buddy at Boom's Farm is called Clones to You now. I don't know. I think Nick maybe kicked his memory out of his
Boone's Farm.
mind.
That's what I mean. Wasn't that the guy? Was that the same guy who was doing the tissue culture, right?
No, he doesn't do tissue culture.
Oh, who was I thinking?
But I'm sure he knows how to.
One of our guys was pushing tissue culture. I forget who it was, but okay, Boone's Farm. Yeah, I remember him
Hmm.
though.
Yeah, he'll ship to anybody. I think clones are $60, and it's legit. It's an actual company, so it's not like you're just getting it from somebody. You're getting a company, and there's like a warranty, and there's like it's kind of fucking ridiculous. But some of the genetics are $500, and then some of them are $60. So
Interesting.
um, okay, so a guy's bringing them in from the States and selling them. Interesting. Um, that sounds a little sketchy just because the M1OG is like the worst strain when it comes to molds and parasites and any sort, not parasites, sorry, insects. So just be super careful with that. Once the OG has mold, it's like takes generations of clones to out clone the mold, if you would. So there's a lot. I mean, we can make an episode on growing M1 OG
Yeah,
maybe
yeah,
another
yeah.
time, but
Growing in general. I mean, I think a lot of people need to understand how when you get clones and when you get cuts, how you have to also quarantine them. You know what I mean? You know, you don't always just
yeah,
bring them
yeah.
right in, especially if you have a big veg room and stuff. You know, you want to kind of keep that
And
separate for a little while. So,
yeah, and you might want to go nuclear when you first get it because of all like literally the M1OG gets everything. Like that's why we don't even put it outside. Nick remembers when you put it outside, the smell attracts every fucking bug created. Uh,
yeah,
so
yeah.
it's extremely hard. And then just as soon as it rains, you got mold. So
That's why a lot of people grow in
all
California
the
because fingers crossed it doesn't rain. Because usually it doesn't rain, but sometimes you get unlucky. And
yeah.
if that rain hits and you got a big outdoor grow, you know, you got guys throwing tarps over it. I mean, you know, big
Yeah.
grows, or can you imagine tarping some of these giant grows? I remember a guy in Long Beach had like 3 outdoor plants and they were like 15 feet tall or something. They look like a tree.
Yeah.
So if you've seen them from the road, you'd probably think there were giant trees in the back. And it actually rained. And I remember I climbed underneath it before the rain because I saw them and I just wanted to see what is it, the base, you know, the root. And it was like
Yeah.
this big around, dude. And evidently it rained and all the rain got so wet it split it. And so the guy tried to like tape it, I guess, back together. So that must have been just not good. God.
What's up, Toonski, and everybody else
Tuneski.
that's here?
All right. Well,
Appreciate you
I turned
guys
your mic
for.
volume down. I turned my mic volume up. So hopefully we should be about right. It looks pretty good on the sound levels. So
All right. I don't think you need to turn anything down,
no, no,
but
no. I mean, I just leveled ours out where ours are pretty even. It
oh,
wasn't
okay, okay,
even
okay,
before.
okay,
So,
okay.
all right.
All right, okay. So yeah, and then the last thing about M1OG for if you're growing it, don't water hash it. um Yeah, just don't water wash the like don't try to turn it into a solventless extract because you're gonna get like there's very little THC to begin with, and a lot of the active ingredients in that plant dissolve in water. So a lot of the things that are actually getting you high in that plant, it's not THC. So we all we know right now is that it's the sulfur molecules that are actually contributing to the high. Um, it's not just THC and terps. I know people are saying, is the terps too soluble? It's not just terpenes, they're just a class of things. Monoterpenes are another class. Sesquiterpenes are another class. Alcohols and esters, these are all things that contribute to the aroma. And then now we're also finding that there's a sulfur compound that contributes to the skunky smell. And so. Yeah, so all of these things, OG is probably one of the most complex when it comes. That's why it's so greasy as well. Just the overall buds. Um, so that's something to keep in mind. BHO, it does great. It's probably the best BHO you've ever had,
Mm.
to be
Yeah,
honest.
I love a good, but you know, that's something you almost never see is fire OG BHO. That's my favorite. I don't like a wax. It's not even diamonds and
Yeah,
terps ain't as good. You know, like a good shatter, like a
yeah,
good shatter. Man, we used to have some fire shatter, especially even when it start to sugar up. That wasn't a bad thing. You know, back in the day, we didn't really like it, but you know, it isn't always a bad thing. You're just starting to lose terps at that point. The nice thing when it stays shatter, it just seems to lock those terps in until you're ready to dab it. Once you dab it, you get them all. So sometimes, like back in the day when we had really stable shatter, it didn't like smell real good just because it's just so stable. But you know, you can still smell it, especially with the M1 OG. But you know, once you dabbed it, it was just slammed you in your face with terps.
yeah, definitely.
But that was the other thing. Sometimes
Um,
Remember, we always, different strains back in the day. We debated on how well they can actually shatter up, even. So,
Yeah, and shatter has to do a lot with the THCA content,
yeah,
and the wax content too. So if both
wax
of those aren't up, then
and I
it's
think
going to be
CBD. I think CBD content probably also is an issue.
no,
You don't
no.
think?
CBD
Oh
is
yeah, no, no, you're
no,
probably right. Yeah, you can make a CBD shatter, but
but it's hard to because the CBD wants to crystallize all the time. So
yeah. So
it's always going to be sugary. But is there any colognes that we're excited to running? Are what cuts are you most excited about running right now? I got two new ones from Colorado from a guy named, well, I got them from a friend that got them from Washers Only Genetics. I don't think it's called he's not a seed company or anything. He's just another guy like me who collects genetics. But apparently these are supposed to be 3 pounds plus a light. And I don't like when people say a light because like I run 400-watt lights. People are normally running 1,000-watt lights. So
yeah, yeah,
what kind of light are you talking about? Um,
yeah. We
so
used to
yeah,
run what thousands at the house, right?
yeah, with the air cooled things, but those are
Whew,
just so hot.
whew.
Like,
You guys had no
man,
idea
you
how
need a
hard
lot
it
of
was to
AC.
cool that room. We had like what 4 lights, air conditioning. It was
In the
insane.
winter, it was good though,
It was
because it
great
felt
in the
good in
winter.
there in the winter. It was nice, 70 degrees in there,
I
but
used to, like I said,
oh,
we lollipopped it. It was so big, I'd climb underneath it and just chill.
yeah. So I got
Mechanically.
Berry Bonds. I think that's a strain that we see a lot in the dispensaries these days. So that's kind of my like commercial strain, and then I have Pink Panny. I don't like that name.
Call
But
it PP. Got the PP.
call it barf. But that
Barf.
one is a Tropicana crossed with black cherry, so that should have I'm basically trying to replace Tropicana because the yields on Tropicana cookies was, or the cut I have specifically was just horrible. And I'm pretty sure that's why they were selling that cut because dispensaries will never sell you the cuts that they're actually growing. They're going to sell you inferior phenos that they're like, well, we can't just kill this plant off. Let's just sell them. So, and you know,
It just makes a lot of cuts and doesn't fucking flower good. Just big and bushy.
yeah, exactly. Because it's going to make you want to go back to the dispensary and buy their weed, right? So, it doesn't make sense. Like it's against the dispensary's business model to give you clones to grow yourself. So
I think that's why they
that's
got rid of
where
our
it's
green crack and swapped it out. I swear to God. That was such a good cut we had. They give us a
especially
shittier
in
one.
Long Beach, when all the good growers like us were in Long Beach, and there's so many growers in Long Beach at the time. So selling your genetics was more of a like it's something that you fall back on when nothing else is selling, but at the end of the day in the long term you're giving all the other people the opportunity to grow something better than you. So um that's just the truth of the business side of that that
Yeah,
whole
I know.
thing. But
I think they saw a lot of us growing it and enjoying it, and they just didn't. They kept it. I know they were selling it. That's the other one. It's always sad when they're like selling cuts, but they're
yeah,
not selling cuts of like the flowers they're growing and selling. So you can actually see it, be like, here it is, and here's the cut.
yeah, I think they thought there would be a lot more people who didn't want to grow their own weed. So if they showed you the cut and let you try it and you failed, you would just come back to the dispensary all the time.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of people had success rather than fail.
I remember some of them would have like 3 tiers. They'd have a tiny cut, and then they have like a couple-week old, and they get bigger and bigger. And I was
Yeah,
like, can you
yeah,
imagine walking out
yeah,
the door like a 3-foot plant? Doo, doo, doo.
yeah.
Uh,
um, Dank Runner, I recently got about 100 seeds from the late 70s, early 80s. Um, cool. That sounds like a goddamn project, though.
that's gonna be
I don't
like
ever,
50-50 maybe or less.
I mean, the thing is just popping seeds because, like, just so everybody is on the timeline here, that personally will only pop 2 seeds per year because I already have 6 genetics that I'm holding mothers of and rotating clones of, and I don't have space to go pop a seed, veg it out for 4 weeks to sex it, then clone it again for flowering, and then go through that whole process because by then it takes 6 months. So one seed, if it turns out to be a female, it'll take 6 months for me to sex it properly and then throw it into flower. And I haven't even seen the end product yet.
Yeah, and then you might not
So
even like it, right?
right. Well, and then it might turn out to be a herm. So those 6 months would just go down the trash if it turns out to be a herm or a male. Well, I would already have known it's not a male by then, but it'll be a herm still.
Yeah.
So that's what's the risky thing is. So it's like I'm not super excited about popping seeds every year, especially since I already have 6 clones that I know will produce what they produce, and they're
What
already in my rotations.
what is the trick to just get all feminized seeds? I mean, they always say they're all female. Is that even possible?
Yeah, I mean, it's just instead of males, you're gonna get herms. So
Oh, I see.
yeah, I mean, it's in on average, it's kind of the same rate, but I think they've got it a little bit more down these years where you're gonna get a bigger percentage of females. But um, yeah, that's a thing. I've been lucky enough to not get a single male so far. So I think, and these are all from bag seed. So I think all the years of people just femming things over and over and over is kind of it might take a toll down the. There's a guy that just ran across the screen.
Sorry, I was adjust. I forgot to turn the game volume on.
Oh shit! Ah, he pushed the button.
I hit the button. Stop hitting the button.
All right, let's see what the comment says. I have a Trop X crossed with ICC batch I'm hunting right now. Nice, nice. Um, so yeah, Dank Runner, you got a
Oh, I
pretty
was
big
playing with
project
Dank
ahead of
Runner
you.
last night. He joined the game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah. So I had him in the game. I couldn't hear him, but I was like, I could eventually try to throw on a headset so I can hear him also.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, he was
Um,
in the chat in the game. It was pretty cool.
I love the Trop lines, but the yields do suffer. Yeah. Oh, that was a perfect button. The The thing I like about the Trop lines is that they are like the perfect in between an OG and a Tangy, and those are probably one of the most iconic flavors I think in my mind. That I've always loved is a true Tangy or a Calio if you're even more old school, and then yeah, an OG. So getting the perfect 50/50 is kind of like amazing, but now, when you run a full run of it and under 400 watts and then get like half a pound, it's like, what? I didn't even bother to trim it because the trim was like barely any trim, but the buds were so small.
I've just
Um,
never been a fan of their Tangy terps. It's just such a one-sided terp, man. When you extract it too, it's like just pure oranges. I don't know. I guess I'm just not a huge orange fan in general, but whatever.
it's definitely it gets old quick.
Yeah.
It's not something that really contributes too much to the high, in my opinion. Oh, look, somebody was doing what you were doing.
I know.
They're
They were like,
adjusting
hold
their
on, I'm
sound
adjusting
levels.
my volume. Hold on. I got to fix this. I don't have the volume up. Hold on, guys.
Nick had some time to think about what he wanted to
I was
do to that
holding the
guy.
fatality button, and he's like, I'm just going to switch to a knife. And I was like, fuck you. Do I got to switch to a knife, then hold it? Like, is it Jesus Christ? Anyway, there you go. Does that not do it? All right, we'll give it
You
a shot
definitely
again.
want to be excited about that cultivore if you're going through all the work versus buying reliable cuts. Yes. If I could figure out a way to, I would love to pop seeds, run them, do all the work for you guys throughout the year, and then at the end of the year, make them available somehow to you guys that want to run them too.
Yeah,
Hopefully, we
that'll be
get to a
cool to
point
have like
where
show like how you do it and how like, yeah, it's
Yeah.
finish too. If you
Yeah.
guys want to get it, if they can finally get our M1 OG, that's one you're always going to keep for a
Mm-hmm.
while. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I don't know how to exactly go about that, but hopefully legalities can open up and
yeah, I
that
mean,
would be
I
something
think
cool.
I'm sure that it's going to eventually just go federally legal. I mean, that's just where it's headed. I couldn't believe as many
But
states
I
went
smell a
legal
tax.
and as many states went medical as fast as they
There he
did.
is. Oh, the guy was lying down and you just ran right past him.
I thought he was dead. I didn't see it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You like kissed him and then you ran the other way.
I was like, "How you doing? How you doing, buddy? I don't want to stress you out, but I'll just keep on moving. I'll just keep on moving. You lay there. You look like you need a nap."
But, it's a great after dinner terp. I love oranges. Yeah, yeah. I love oranges too. Can't deny that. Nick hates them, but
I hate oranges a
I
lot,
will
to be
agree
honest
with
with you.
Nick though. When there's been a couple, because you know what I think scarred Nick is we had a
Oh yeah.
lot of Tangy back in the past, and when that craze was huge, we ran so much of Tangy, and like every single oil that we had was Tangy or a variety of Tangy, and
Oh,
some
I
of the
got Dent Gun
Tangies.
Runner in. Dent Gun Runner's in the game with me. Cool.
Oh,
Anyhow, sorry.
cool.
I saw the
Some
green
of the
guy. I was like, somebody's
Tangies
in here.
had
Continue.
a weird bitter bite, like bittersweet, like an orange rind.
Yes, that's
Um,
exactly what it is. And it's like biting into an orange, maybe. And like I said, I remember at one of the
yeah, yeah.
events we were at, these guys came up and they would bring like 10 tangies and be like, try them all. And it was like, they were just all the
They all-
same. And I love you guys for bringing them up, but it was just like, that was just one where it was like, oh, it's like once you taste one, the other thing is I feel like it used to coat your tongue or something. And it was like, you just taste it forever. It felt like,
well, it would stain the rig, and
yes.
everything after that tasted like Tangy. Even if you even if you had a fire OG, like you kind of barely taste the OG after a Tangy dab. So if federal ever changes between Canada and US, I would 100% grab some genetics from you. The rotten oranges. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it's definitely making me consider different options on getting clones out nowadays because clones on the cheap end go for $60. I'm a little irritated with people on my IG that want clones, and like once I say $20 for a clone, they're like, no, I'm good. Like, oh well, fuck. People are charging $60 for a shitty clone and then a $500 for a legit genetic. So yeah, I think I'm gonna rethink a lot of things. Because the people looking for $20 clones, like, I'm
Well, that used
sorry,
to
the
be
days
a
are
cool
gone.
guy price when you're in town. You can just
Yeah,
grab them. Not
yeah,
anything other than that. It should be no. I mean, like you said, you're not even making
yeah.
anything at $20. So.
Yeah. Toonskis says shit, a good hash clone is 1,500. So funny you said that, because my buddy that got me the clones from Colorado paid 1,400 for both of these clones, or he paid 1,400 for one of them and got another one for free. So yeah, I mean, I already know these genetics are legit, pretty. So we just need to get them out there to people, and if people are willing to pay for them, I'm more than willing to figure out how to get them there to you. And Nick's trying to play football here.
Sorry. I was thinking, I was like,
He
damn,
was
I
going for
wanted
the
a
sack.
dab. I got the game going. I wasn't quick enough. I failed. I failed. I failed. I failed.
Nick said, "I'm gonna sack the quarterback."
Sacked the quarterback. I was in my own head there. I was like, nah. Oh, ooh. Look at this guy.
20 is a robbery to yourself, and I agree. I'm either like you're either gonna get a free clone from me because the goodness of my heart and you were hanging out with me and you gave me some good fire or something like that, I'm totally down to gift you a clone. Um, but just for people that just come right off the bat, like how much is a clone and shit like that, I mean, if you're asking how much it is, then you probably don't have the money to get it. Like that's what I've learned. People who are asking for the price of a clone usually only have $20 to spend anyway. So yeah, so we're definitely gonna rethinking that and hopefully can get them out to you. Um, you know what's funny though is these clones that my buddy paid so much money for. Um, it turned out to not be washing clones after all when I did research.
Oh, really?
That, but the guy that sold them actually, there's like two strains that he sells that aren't good for washing, and these are the two. So, oh, well, that's convenient.
That's awesome.
I guess I'll never be able to do water hash at home, but you know, whatever.
Yeah.
I'd rather BHO anyway.
Yeah, I know. Water hashes. Wow, they're just sitting there in the house.
Everybody says rip. Yeah, Nick's dying.
I know. I know.
I like how Nick repeats the same area because he's just like angry at the person that killed him.
Right. If I don't get a revenge kill immediately, I'm furious.
If I don't go head first into the guy that fought me.
Well, here's one thing. I haven't upgraded this gun in a minute either, so I gotta I hopefully have a couple more things.
What happened to your run around the outskirts strategy?
All right, shut up.
It's just
I was the outskirts. I was on the outskirts that way.
until it was revenge kills. Then it was all about that guy, like that guy.
All right, guys.
CJ, let's see. Oh, there it goes again. Oh, okay, it wasn't a revenge kill. Oh, gee, Steve, he killed.
I get one.
Yo, $20 is nothing. Can't even get a pack of seeds for $20. Yeah, you're fucking for real. Rage quit, homies. You can do it. I don't think Nick is a rage quitter.
In the
Rage.
same.
He's a rage committer.
Yeah, no shit. I don't care. I don't care about my KD. My KD can't go up if I can't beat these fuckers. That's for sure. You got to be able to play these guys. I'm not a quitter. I've never been a quitter. I will play till I die. Damn it! And I will die over and over and over. All right. This is gonna get better. I can feel it.
These are pretty small maps. Oh. Nick's got to hold that gun trigger down.
Thank you.
Oh, he's got a butler off the system.
Well, yeah, I got some coffee, so maybe that'll wake me up a little. I'm running slow here. So, all right.
Oh, boy.
All right. These guys just, hey, we're winning, though. Not by me, but we're winning. Thank you.
I'm going to say, you're not winning.
All right. I'm not winning. I'm going to be winning here.
All right.
Simple
Let's
kill.
Let's count.
Simple kill.
Count how many times Nick goes, aye.
Simple.
Get him.
You know, so I figured out how to put
Just run by him.
I figured out how to put a timer on here, but I haven't. What do you want me to just run over the landmine?
Get him, but they're on your screen.
I figured out how to put the timer up. I haven't figured out how to put a counter up, so I'm going to work on that.
Oh, there's a counter?
No, but you said, put a counter up, and I was like, well, there has to be a way, right? So we got to figure out that. Where was that guy behind me?
I guess.
All right, we'll figure that out. But yeah, I got the timer down, so. But I don't know what I need a timer for yet. Oh, I do got a new nail coming, so I might try using the timer with the new nail. We'll see that.
So, yeah, so we can actually dab with you.
Yeah.
Instead of you doing your own thing.
I dab within about 20, 30 seconds. So you guys just got to.
But he heats it for 4 minutes.
Pretty much. Ah! All right.
This is a rough game.
We won, guys.
Oh, Streamlabs or oh, there's a death counter. Oh man, that would be bad for Nick. Streamlabs or OBS? Yeah, I think we got to explore Streamlabs because definitely it's just so many layers to streaming. We tried just doing it off of Ecamm like we're doing now, um, but Ecamm has its limitations, and so other platforms have tools. So we're going to send the Ecamm to probably Streamlabs, and then Streamlabs to YouTube. Woo! It's going to get a little complicated, but that's what broadcasting is. It's never simple.
What are you guys using? Ecamm?
We're using Ecamm as the streaming platform and the organizational platform. Basically, Ecamm is mixing all the video and audio for us and letting Nick make scenes and doing all that. So normally OBS would do that for PC people, but we're on Mac, so we're running Ecamm and
Oh yeah, but
yeah,
yeah,
we
this is
yeah
runts.
we'll
Here's the thing. I was going to get a different flavor,
runs
but yeah, this is
runs.
still runts. This is a fresh batch, so it's got this like real kind of fruity flavor, kind of like, like fruity candy maybe. Kind of like it. But he had this other strain and it was twice the price, so I was like, I don't think so. So, I don't know if I could get up to paying like 20 bucks a gram for some rosin. I know everybody else does. I'm a cheapskate still. I'm a lab guy. I'm looking for lab pricing. If it ain't my lab pricing, I ain't really happy about it. But although I do take that back, I did go to. I still got this one tiny dab. Let me show this.
Ew.
And that's the one. That's the one that smells like burnt rubber.
Ew.
So, and that's the thing is when you go to the shops and stuff, they always have like this horrible stuff. It looks really good, but it doesn't taste so good. But now the rosin, on the other hand, this is from a lab. This tastes fire. So this is, it's not like I would say off the chart, but it's better than, it's like 10 times better than you could get at a shop. This stuff at the shop would probably be going for like, I don't know, what do you think, 40 bucks a gram maybe?
No, I would say about 35, 30.
All right.
Rosin has
I'd
dropped
have to
quite a
I'd have to
bit
check. I'd have
nowadays.
to check. I know that my shop rosin's off the chart for some reason. They're like everybody. They're in there and they're promoting rosin like it's like God. They're like, this is it. No solvents used. It's awesome. Most terps, most this, and it's like, oh,
You know what's funny is solventless is the only extract that a patient can make, or it's hard to say a patient anymore, but an individual, an adult, 21 or over, can legally make at home. Yet they are paying out of their ass for it. To me, it's just mind blowing that rosin is the most expensive and touted like it's God or something, but it's literally the only concentrate you can make at home yourself. Way better than anything you can get at dispenser. I get it, you guys aren't growing at home and whatever, but um, if you're in LA, you can get biomass from a
I'm right
friend.
now. Right now, I'm pulling up the uh, what's going on at the OC3. It's now Catalyst. So I'm gonna kind of see what their pricing is now for
You should bring it
extracts.
up. Bring it up. You can screen share it.
I don't know how to do
The
that yet.
middle, at the top main screen.
Uh huh.
There's three things up top.
Yeah, it says new
The one on the
tab.
left is your camera. No. You're too far up. The camera, the main camera. There's three icons in the middle, up on the top.
Oh, I see.
And the left one is your camera. That's you, and then the middle one is a screen share. Look at that! Look at that! Nick's figuring it out. And then and then you can actually select what window you want it to screen share, and then we can go and see what you're looking at now.
All right.
Or you can add a camera overlay. So go back to the split screen.
Okay.
See if you can do that. Yeah, there you go. And then go to your overlays, and then there's a add screen share overlay. It's gonna look like a computer monitor. Hey,
Um,
okay. And then the little window next to it.
right.
I mean you can the little edit,
Right. Right.
click that, and then select your internet browser that you're looking your, and so it'll
Oh,
just
okay.
focus on your internet browser. You changed it, but it's not the internet browser.
Hmm.
It's the screen. Now you have the screen on, full screen.
No. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to figure this out.
Oh, cool. Oh boy.
I got it on Safari. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh well.
Rosin from the gray market in Canada can definitely get pretty pricey at 90 a gram before shipping. 90 a gram before shipping? Jesus Christ, that's insane. Whew, this is a hard one for Nick.
Oh yeah.
You gotta go over the little overlay, right?
Right.
And
It
you know,
goes
the
show,
little
and I put
no
Safari.
no 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 no
Oh.
no. Oh yeah, show.
Right.
And it should be like window or something.
Oh.
Just like you're
Secondary
selecting a
display.
camera. There you go. Now that's your secondary display. If you do have Safari minimized or something,
I don't even have it up on that screen. That's the issue.
well, that's the problem. You gotta drag Safari up on it.
Oh.
Whoa, that's kind of cool. I don't know what's going on now. Oh, we're zooming in now. All right, okay.
All right, we're doing something, I think.
All right. We're learning live, guys.
All right.
25 for shipping on top of a $90 gram. What the fuck? Like, I can't even comprehend. I feel like most of the people watching right now are all from what is Nick doing?
Hold
It's
on.
not that
We're
hard.
take two. Okay. Ah, I pull it up and it just pulls up my damn back screen. What the fuck? I don't
You're having it show that monitor, and now you're having it show that monitor.
know. Okay.
Don't show the monitors. Show the application.
Hmm. Oh, current application. All right, got it.
No, here we go. We're making progress.
Secondary display. I don't know. Why can't I get it up? I got it up here.
You have a screen share overlay on. Now you just got to mess with the settings on that overlay. So,
All right.
all right, we'll do that next time then.
Yeah,
That
we'll do
seems
it
to
next
be a
time. Let
little
me just
too.
look up what I was doing. This. Pull it up. Yeah, can't figure it out. All right. Anyway. All right. Let me look up this again. Where was I? Let me bring this back down to where I had it. All right. There we go. All right.
All right, so you guys are just gonna have to guess what Nick's looking at. You want to switch to the screen share camera, which is the middle one on the main feed? On the main feed, there's the three things, right?
Right.
At the top. Well, the middle one is your screen share. The one on the left is your main camera,
Right.
and then the one on the right is to play a video.
I do
There you
that.
go.
Right.
Oh, but it's not letting you show any of the apps that are on your thing.
Yeah. Can I bring it up?
I think you got a setting going on in your settings that you haven't messed with.
Yeah.
That's not showing any of your apps. Yeah, you got to allow something.
Mm.
All right, that's a YouTube video for Nick to watch, and we probably lost a lot of viewers.
You know. All right, live and learn. I was just all I wanted to do was just take a quick price and see what the Rosin prices were.
I
So it's just gonna take a
Yeah,
second.
I wanted to show everybody, but
I
we didn't
know.
think that far ahead in the stream, so
Yeah.
you got this new scene you got to set up.
Do they even have Rosin here? Jesus.
You want to throw the link into the comments so people can look at it too?
Uh,
Nick, and this is a solo thing for Nick, guys, so it's not something he wants people to.
well, I don't even think they have it though. Hold on.
But
Oh,
it'd
they
be
do.
nice for other people to know to look at the menu that you're looking at, and maybe they can make some
I
suggestions.
know. Ah, you-
Just copy the link and paste it in the comments. So if, later in the future, that's what Stream Decks are for. You just hit one button and it would do all of it for you.
Nope. I didn't.
Oh no, no. Copying Safari is hard for Nick.
Hey guys, I'm doing one thing at a time. I don't know how to copy it. It is what it is. I'll get there.
Really? Really? The website address and just right click and copy? You don't know how to do that?
No.
Oh boy, we're getting there. We're getting there. Computer is a hard thing.
It pops up something different. It's not working how it's supposed to.
Oh boy.
You're coming by next week, and there's a lot of questions we need, and this is the time.
All right.
Oh shit!
I agree, honestly, for the amount of work that goes into making it from frozen to rosin, happy to pay 45. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? MS FTS, the interesting thing is there's so much automation nowadays that it's not a lot of work. Honestly, you put the stuff in the washer, you turn it on, and out comes the hash. So like these labs these days, rosin should be dirt cheap. But nobody is optimizing their lab as far as solventless goes. So nobody is like trying to work less hours in the lab. No one's trying to bring their costs down. No one's trying to do all that because um, straight up, the dispensaries are still selling. So there's no reason for a lab to fire people yet in a solventless lab. In the BHO side, it's destruction. Everybody's been getting fired left and right. Companies are closing. It's everybody's trying to get more efficient to match, you know, the prices that people think that it's worth. So honestly, rosin is not gonna drop in price until people really, really um, figure that out. And really educate themselves because there's so much that people are ignorant of when it comes to rosin, and they believe it's like going to the doctor and believing the doctor, like everything the doctor is telling you is wrong with you when you know straight up you're healthy. And this happens a lot to me, especially since I have asthma and a lot of other complications. And so people are going to the dispensary going, what's the best for me? You know, and literally the bud tender doesn't know anything more about you than your doctor does. Maybe your doctor knows quite a bit more than, but the suggestions they make are the same thing. There's like there's no backing behind. It's just like, what do you want, indica or sativa? What do you prefer? What do you want to get up, or do you want to go to sleep? Like that's not the way you should be shot.
Yeah, they
I want to
always
see
do
what your
that. That's how they
quality is.
always promote it. They're like, well, indica is going to make you go to sleep and relax, and then the sativa, you're going to be running around your house cleaning your whole house. And it's like, wow, I don't ever think I think of it like that, but okay. And honestly,
Yeah.
the most part nowadays, everything is a hybrid. You know, there's very few that are really true indicas or true sativas out there. So
There is none. I don't think there is one.
yeah.
Um, Even if people are popping seeds from the 70s and 80s, like, do you really think nothing was crossbred back then? Like, people were doing it all over Amsterdam before they did it in California.
Yeah.
So indica and sativa is just a marketing term to get an idiot to understand something, even though it's not the right thing.
But
Because
it
I
is
can
funny
smoke
how people
shitty
swear
weed.
by it. I think it is what is it, placebo effect or something. I have so many people that swear, oh, this one does it. And I was like, all right. I mean, I think a lot of it, it will be modulated by your terps. Your terps is like that's why people use incense and different like that. That makes you feel different things, but yeah, it is kind of funny.
For me, it's just the freshness. Like, because every single thing at a dispensary is before it's arrived to that dispensary, it was finished 3 to even a month ago. So nothing is fresh. So everything has been in a packaging machine, um, or just like in a tub waiting for somebody to grab an eighth and put it in a bag. So that has been sitting in a room open for days, if you want to, like, total, maybe hours at a time, but days if you were to add them all up. And so I don't give a fucking shit about indica or sativa at a dispensary. I want to know what's the freshest because I want to know what's going to be the closest to the weed that I grow at home, which obviously every single time you're mad because it's never that.
You're making me want to go.
And so,
That's the one thing I never go in the weed shop and check out their weed just because you grow it or I grew it or whatever, and that's usually where
yeah.
I'd get it from. But you kind of make me want to actually go into the shop, check out their weed, and see if I can find anything halfway decent. I actually seen a Durban
Yeah.
Poison in the shop and a Jack Herrera. Those are very distinct strains. I'd like to see some of those, and especially like to kind of check out their OGs nowadays. That might be interesting.
All the no Nobody knows what an OG is. Like any more so than they did when you went to Colorado that one time and nobody
That
knew what the
was
fuck you were talking
insane.
about.
What's an
The thing is
OG?
like nobody people say OG now as it's like original gangster. You know what I mean? Like it's a old, like this is the
Like an
legit
old
thing because it's
strain or
old.
something? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But they don't know that it's a flavor profile and actually a chemical makeup of a strain or a cultivar. So uh yeah, it's kind of all wacky. So just going to the dispensary is like a difficult thing because the bud tenders don't even know what the newest thing is they got in. They're not looking at labels. They're not looking at dates. They're not like most of the shit there has been there for 7 months. You wouldn't know because it doesn't ever tell you when it got there.
Yeah,
You
well,
know, like
we even seen a lot of it. When we get these tests, when you and me do things like this one was packaged 925,
yeah,
so I guess that
yeah,
isn't too
yeah.
bad. But
I mean,
Pokeballs, Roy
would
Jones,
you
Red Bucks,
ever
Germany,
buy?
vaporizer, pour beers, pour bush. Here we go. Continue.
Would you ever buy rosin from Naps that he packaged up a month and a half ago or 2 months ago? I wouldn't. So, but we are like a lot of people today are willing to overlook that just because of the convenience factor. But we're losing all this medicinal value because we're just listening to what the dispensaries are telling us and taking that as truth a lot of the times when there's no training, there's no standards, there's no nothing. Like literally, my little brother can get hired to work as a bud tender, and he just started smoking weed, I don't know, a year ago. And that's enough to be selling weed to a cancer patient and helping them mitigate their pain. Like, what the fuck? Nothing against my little brother if he's watching, but
Yeah,
it's just if somebody's life pretty much is on the line and you are messing with that. Um, so that's kind of a serious thing. I don't think anybody is like medicinal value is out the window anymore. This is just a thing that kids get high with now, which is an
yeah,
exaggerated gas station drug.
yeah.
So,
Yeah, like I said, me and Shido use it for, what we use it for because of a lot of hyperactivity and stuff. It helps calm the mind, helps focus you. Honestly, for me, it gives me a lot of
Yeah.
energy. I have a different, chemical makeup. So usually when I do a lot of dabs and stuff, I actually get more energy and stuff. So it helps me kind of get through the day too. So I always enjoy stuff like that. When I do it, I get a lot of cleaning done, get everything kind of taken care of, get my day going. And then usually I kind of get burned out because I start out so early, so hard. And then by the end of the day, I'm usually pretty exhausted. So I think me and Sheeta both get
Yeah.
up pretty early nowadays. So, I mean, you got to figure, 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night when you're getting up at like 4 or 5 in the morning, that's getting pretty late.
Yeah, I'll run about 14 hours before I'm done. Like
Yeah.
there's no, my brain just doesn't work after 14 hours, no matter what.
This is a Dutch Bros 911 coffee. It's an iced coffee and it has a shit ton of shots of coffee, like espresso, like 4 or 6 shots of espresso in it. It's crazy.
Got a little bit of coffee and a lot of milk and sugar.
I work in the, yeah, exactly. Very fattening. I work in the legal market. I don't purchase from the legal market.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
Well, you got to figure also, we always talk about how like there's this manufacturing company that basically houses all these companies that, distributes a lot of it too under the same roof, which is, it is what it is.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go to the
Hit,
car in a
go to
little
the
bit
car,
to get my weed going on, but yeah, I finished my coffee, so
do your thing and give me a call. I'll still be here.
yeah, no, but I wanted to say the legal market sucks just because it's only remember what we learned when we were starting to read the labels a bit more. There's a packaging company essentially,
Yeah, that's
and
kind of what
there's
I
an
was talking
extraction
about.
company.
Yep, yep.
Yeah, so I don't think people really understand how that's structured because we learned that as we were reading the packages, and then I started visiting facilities that actually that were on your labels there. So and learning how this whole process goes, because if I didn't know this process, fuck, a general person wouldn't know this process, and that's kind of the reason why things take so long to get to the shelf because we don't really know the process. When it gets cut down, what happens? Um,
Yeah, see, that's the sad thing. Back in the day when we had the medical shops out here in California, they weren't like a lot of times it was just people like Shido and normal people. There were some big grows and stuff, and this, that, and the other, but it was a lot of local growers and stuff that was feeding these shops. So we knew the guys who were growing it. It went straight to the shop. The extracts went straight to the shop. Nowadays, it's just there's so many people handling it, and it's going through so many different hands. And it's just weird to see all these different companies with the exact same manufacturer and packaging label on them. So
Um, Top Shelf Cannabis says something kind of interesting. Interesting. What type of strain it is doesn't matter when it comes to extracts. Extracts are all about THC. Hybrid indica or sativa only matters when you're smoking actual plant matter. I'm gonna disagree with that. Because I don't buy extracts for THC. If I see a high THC amount, actually gonna avoid it because that's giving me a jittery high, especially in a dab. Um, so that's why I'm not a fan of THCA isolates either. Just the high that you get from it is very reminiscent of other hard drugs, like a very mild version of other stimulants. And I can't think it's not good. Like a lot of what I take it for is ADHD and a lot of like mental calmness. And THC is the first thing that gets my mind fucking racing. If I have a really complicated thing to to tackle that day, let's say um I'm not talking about that. Example, a sativa wax won't hype no more than an indica wax. So what is a sativa wax and an indica? What does that even mean to you? um Top Shelf Cannabis, just asking because indica, like we said earlier, indica and sativa, you might not have been here for that conversation, but it's just marketing material. Like even in the 70s and 80s, there was no true cannabis has been around since Egyptian times and even earlier. You don't think anybody was crossbreeding things back then, even in fields when things hermed out eventually because they didn't have indoor controlled light. So the lower end of the canopy will always herm. Um, so especially with wild genetics. So like there's no indica or sativa period. Like there was too much of the wars and everything that really had people traveling internationally, bringing seeds all over the country. Um, but yeah, so I wouldn't say indica sativa is even a flower thing, is my point.
Well,
It's indica.
I'm sure all the original flowers was, it's kind of like the banana. You know, the original banana was small and ugly. You know, we had to do a lot to
Mm,
make it what it is today. And I'm sure that's the exact same thing with the weed. There ain't no
yep,
way
yep.
there was any one that was a complete giant bud and stuff. If you ever look back in the day, I remember the old ones, a lot of them was crossbred with what called big bud. So who knows what that actually was? You know, it was obviously a strain that had some big buds in it. And they did that in order to make bigger buds out of them. Because I remember looking at the old books. It was like every single one almost they tried to cross with this big bud just, and they're doing that just to make
Mm,
bigger bud structures. So
yeah, yeah. That's my opinion. Yeah, that's my opinion.
yeah.
Yeah. It makes sense to me. If you actually look into the science a little bit more, indica and sativa are not real scientific terms. It's actually broadleaf variety, so BLV, narrowleaf variety, which is actually technically the indica, the
Yeah,
narrowleaf
I mean,
variety
yeah.
that
Are
everybody
we going to
calls
get into
sativa.
how an indica is
So
actually a sativa and a
no, no,
sativa
no,
is
no, no.
probably
It's not. It's not even indica and sativa because
yeah, yeah.
people, when they say that, they're not saying broadleaf variety or narrowleaf variety, and there's drug leaf varieties as well. But that's the actual scientific classification for cannabis. You can check it out in Rob Clark's book. Marijuana botany. Yeah, that's pretty much where it all gets reclassified. That book was written in 2001, and we're still in 2024 to call an indica and sativa like it's even words. They're not
Right.
words. Those are literally marketing things or just slang that we came up with in the 70s to sort of start classifying
Yeah,
things.
wasn't
But now
didn't
that
one
we're
of them
so
was called like
much,
Afghanica or something like that?
no, that was still in the indica
That was still
sativa.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So it's
That's
just broadleaf, thin
so.
leaf, basically. Interesting.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then I think there is a certain variety of Afghan and Pakistan varieties that are their own
Right.
category, and that's where the OG falls in.
Mm.
So like there's something about that side of the country that something affected the gene pool in a way where the plant actually started growing sulfur molecules that the other plants in Europe and in the western side of the states didn't. So that's where we're at today, and now we call it OG genetics, right? So
Mm.
it's like all of this is just kind of got nobody in the professional realm or nobody with an actual degree organized all of this information quite yet
Right.
to
Because I mean,
actually say,
even
hey,
what was that one guy
yeah,
found that one weed plant, that old one that had the funky leaves? Do you remember that?
yeah, freak show, yeah,
Yeah, freak show. Yeah, and what was those called?
yeah. So before freak show it was called ABCs,
Ah,
Australian bastard cannabis,
right,
because in Australia they had a plant that was growing THC and buds that looked a lot like cannabis, and then they actually get it tested, and holy shit, there's genetically a lot similar to it, and it breeds with cannabis too. So it must be some sort of ancient project, or not ancient, but something, a breeding project somebody did with another plant or something. But
that's
I don't know,
crazy.
because it doesn't even look like weed when it's actually flowering. It's a trip. So
Yeah,
but that was always a like a legend, right? Back in like 2010 or even earlier than that. only the super heady people knew about ABCs, and even ABCs people are like, that's just a myth. And then all of a sudden, there's an Instagram page, and the whole thing is dedicated to this plant. And now it's got seeds, and now Humboldt Seed Company is making crosses with it. It's a trip. So what is that? That's not indica, sativa, or any of them.
Yeah, good point.
So
Exactly. What high is that
so
going to do? What high is that going to do?
uh,
What are they going to mythically say that high does? They'll be like, that's the
right,
one
right.
that makes you float on a cloud.
But no, there's people saying that the high that come the buds that come off that plant are like not very resinous at all. It's not the greatest plant to be growing commercially. It's more like a hobbyist, like, oh, this
Yeah,
is cool kind of plant.
for sure.
But yeah, um,
CSI has some crosses of it. It's definitely a pretty funky. I think the trichems may look
when you look
the
at a
same.
sativa plant and an indica plant, they look different. So, like, what are you saying is a sativa plant and an indica plant? Because all the characterizations of, like, let's say you're saying an indica plant is a wide leaf or broadleaf variety. Um, According to broadleaf variety, it's not indica by far. So, and doesn't grow in anywhere of the mountain regions that, and actually it's more on the sativa side characteristics that we traditionally know of a sativa. Anyways, so that's what I'm saying. When people say indica and sativa, like, we need to be more clear there, because to the general public, they're thinking one thing. Or in the comment section, not everybody is super educated, so they're thinking one thing. Um, and then you may be thinking another thing, and then we may be thinking another thing. So that's what I hate about slang in this industry. That was kind of my thing, is I always need to find what the hell does it mean exactly. Because if you can't describe it to a fifth grader, the differences, then probably
I
not a
guess he's
thing.
talking about the effect. I guess he says,
But even the effect,
yeah,
what if the effect is only THC and terpene value? Then, what about OGs? They grow like sativas, and some of the OGs have thin leaves. A lot of them have broad leaves, but they don't fall into any of the characteristics of traditional indica or sativa, and they don't grow in any of the places a traditional sativa or indica would either. So,
right.
um, trichomes wise, plants all have different trichomes in general, just from wax content, the structure of the actual head. Like some, like OGs have really, really thin stalks and thin membrane on the head. So there's like very little wax. All that stalk in the membrane is all wax. So like kryptonite, where it's like huge trichomes. Um, that's not necessarily indicating that it is a indica, just there's more of them and they're a different size and structure. So just everything that's been crossbred. So it just like everything will have everything, more or less. So it's really hard to categorize unless we're getting
Oh,
nitpicky about
yeah, yeah. He's just basically trying
yeah.
to say, you can tell a difference between like a blue dream and an OG, and yeah,
If you have the cut that everybody's been growing, right? Because I know Blue Dream that a lot of people have grown, and his shit is like stocky, and you're like, that ain't Blue Dream, but they're like, no, it is. Everywhere in Michigan, this is Blue Dream. So it's
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
all right, but it ain't, And then what is my opinion to them?
Right.
I think my opinion's fact, and they think theirs is fact. So whatever.
That's funny.
Oh, we're in. All right. Last game, and then I'm gonna go
All right.
smoke, because I'm definitely feeling the coffee
You're like, I need a little smoky,
when
smoky.
I start rambling. I'm just fucking. That's the coffee
It's the
talking.
coffee. All right.
Let's catch up on all of this.
But yeah, I mean, I agree. I mean, that's interesting. Like I said, I'm going to be interested to see if that freak show or whatever ends up doing coming out and you're able to actually try it or something. That'll be cool.
I don't agree that 99% of the trichomes look the same structure-wise. Nope. Not one bit, especially with the iPhones we have these days, and I have 8 plants right now I'm running, and every single one is a different trichome. Well, actually, we can even do that one of these streams,
Oh,
get my
that'll be
camera
cool.
up onto the plants. Yeah, and we can definitely um yeah, I'm not trying to argue with you, Top Shelf Cannabis. That's just my
Mhm.
opinion, like you said. Um I I don't know what an experienced grower is. Yeah, I know you saying any experienced grower should know, but I've had people growing for 2 years and say they, "Come on, bro, I've been doing this for 2 years," and then I've had people say, "Come on, bro, I've been doing this for 50 years," and I'm like, "But you've been doing it for 50 years this way?"
Right.
And then the people doing it for 2 years, I'm like, come on, yeah. How many total genetics have you ever ran, um, and actually seen the difference between them, right? So it's very subjective. Um, I don't think one person is right over the other. I think just experience sometimes is definitely subjective because places where cannabis is super illegal, people who've been just starting to do it for 1 or 2 years might think they're the master of it because people in their area don't even do that. So, um, let's see. It's cool, hell yeah, man. And you get a fact, and you get a fact, and you get a fact. MSFT, yes, I know, right? Super down for the trike live stream. Yeah, that'd be cool. When I get back from Vegas, that'd be cool
Oh yeah,
to
you could even kind of show your grow too. That'll be cool.
do a little bit more, yeah, of that. I'm gonna have to like hold my iPad so I can read what you guys are saying
Mhm.
while we show the plants and all that. But I think we'll get back into like the daily grow again, at
Oh
least
yeah,
for
that
like
was like I forgot about that. That was good.
getting, maybe at least jumping in for like 15 minutes on your
Yeah,
live streams.
that'll
So
be easy. Like I said, I'll just be able to send you links. You won't do a whole lot.
yeah, yeah. Just saying sativa, hybrid, and indica doesn't matter. It's an extraction of THC. Yeah, I mean, totally, totally. Um, the only thing, HTE is a huge thing out here now. I don't know if you're in California, you probably are. Top shelf cannabis. But HTE now, the whole goal is to not have THC in it, and or the least amount possible. And if you actually dab HTE, that's not too monoterpene rich, like doesn't burn you too much, and it has really, really low THC. You get high and lit as fuck, and it's like a clarity that is kind of fun. Um, so if you guys can get your hands on some just pure HTE pen from a friend or something like that, man, that's my favorite stuff.
Really
So
interesting.
yeah, because your high is not so jittery,
Huh.
and you're calm, and you're not thinking of 4,700 things at once, and it's great. And then the pen works really, really well because it's liquid at that point. So, um, let's have a grow off, Shido. That'll be fun. I mean, like I'm way beyond the years of like trying to grow something better than someone else or something like that. It's like all
Don't
the
have to
fun has
prove
been sucked
yourself
out of me.
anymore. Yeah, there's no point in it
I'm
anymore.
over
I
it.
hundred percent
Yeah,
agree.
but I do like competitive stuff, and maybe um having more people join the daily grow, like it's not only our grow, like we can show other people's grow and
Yeah, it
what
could be
day
like
they're
rate your
on.
grow, rate your weed, rate your flowers. We could do some fun stuff like
Yeah,
that. They
yeah,
could
it'll be
send it
it'll
in.
be
We could
cool.
like compile a whole bunch and like go
Yeah,
through them. That'd be kind of fun.
yeah. So, yeah, that's not a bad idea actually. I'd love to see other people's grows and other people's strains and um just the different things people are growing because I grow the same shit for years and years and years and years and I rarely bring anything new. And so yeah, that'd be great that we all can just see cannabis in this different um lights there. High terpene extract, yeah, Ian Snedden. Um, High terpene extract is like basically there's ways to extract the THCA out of the extract now. And it's really popular because people are making isolate and whatnot. So yeah, they're removing all the THC from the extracts or majority of it and leaving you with what we call HTE, which is high terpene extract. Don't be scared, Poncho. Don't be scared for what? We're not gonna fight. So yeah, I mean we've done cannabis cups. I mean, if you know me and Nick, we've done them already. We've been and we put ourselves in that pressure, and so it's
Yeah.
just never been
Uh,
too. It's a lot more fun when people are growing at the same time and everybody's doing different things and learning different things at once. That's when I think it's cool. I think
well, you know what was crazy is back then you'd see like a lot of the secret cups and these cups, you'd see 20 people enter, 30 people enter, and then it got to 40, 50, 60. And then
yeah,
at our chalice, it's like 170, 180 in a category. That was insane how many was in that, to be honest with you.
yeah, yeah. You're growing GMO glue from Raw Garden under Black Dog LEDs. Cool. Honestly, I'm not familiar with a lot of the equipment these days because I just kind of went with whatever worked, and I kind of been happy with the Grower's Choice LEDs since they came out. Never had a reason to change them up. Um, but let me know how those Black Dog LEDs are. Are they? Is there anything different from them? I know there's those new LEDs, Grandmaster LEDs that kill pests um, in your garden, but also gave you cancer if you turned on that option while you were in the garden.
Oh, really?
But, yeah, it killed bugs.
Oh.
But
Well, that's kind
if
of
you
like,
were in the
a lot of
garden,
times if you run like a CO2 system or whatever, too.
no, 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 no. This actually killed, like, fried the bugs, boiled their guts on the inside with a UV light.
Oh, really?
And so yeah, so basically the light would just give your grow like 30-minute treatments before the light went on and after the light went on. Um and yeah, you would essentially never have to spray anything on your plants. Um
Oh, that's cool.
big agriculture does this on fields. Like there's an actual laser beam that would you might have seen footage of this, but it'll go through and just like zap all the plants with a laser beam, and all the bugs die. So they just do this once a week to kill off all the bugs. It doesn't keep them from coming, but if they're saying if you combine that with IPM, it'll also kill the mold too. So it's a certain UV spectrum.
Oh,
So
that's cool.
yeah, UVCB, yeah, that's what it was. Um, and yeah, dude, that was an interesting thing. I don't think they took off uh, because of you would get cancer if you fucking went in there. So there had to be like a sign on the door or a light that said, "Hey, do not enter." UV, what is it called? UVCB? Yeah.
That's
Um,
funny.
Black
That's cool
Dog
how
been around for
technology is kind of
15.
getting there to help a lot.
Nice, nice. Black Dog's like I guess a OG LED out in Colorado over there. Okay, cool, cool. What light does this? Grandmaster LEDs. Um, Grandmaster LEDs, they have just standard ones. Um, like pretty, standard LEDs at this point. I think everybody's LEDs are, if they copy a metal halide or one of the HPS bulbs Spectrum, I think they're fine. Um, they recently just came out. Yep, yep. Yeah, maybe I'll get some footage at BizCon if they're out here. I'm pretty sure they will be, but I just never seen them take off. So I'm curious why. That kind of makes me worried a little bit because it is a health concern.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the new technology that I really see. And the under canopy lights are great. I haven't implemented them yet because I just don't have the electricity to. Um, the
Yeah, we've
GML
all the under
predators, yeah.
canvas lights. That's kind of cool. We've always talked about that back in the day of having extra lights going under.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, I'm gonna get over to the car and get a little session, and
All
I'll
right,
join you back in a second.
sounds like a plan. Give me a call.
Peace.
Peace. All right, all right. Did you guys see that last game? All right, we're going to be able to get some gaming in now, guys, and some dabs. Who's ready to do some dab marines with me? I've been doing a whole bunch of water dab marines here, so I'm going to go hit the bathroom real quick, guys. So take a little quick bathroom break, guys. I'll be right back, and we'll get some dab marines for you. One sec. All right, all right, all right. We're back. All that water's going through me, guys. All right, guys. Excited to see what Cheeto's going to be smoking in the car. I bet you it's going to be like, what, a big joint? We're going to see if we're going to get a game in or something before then, so let's get it going. I didn't get to use a lot of these because I didn't want to interrupt Cheeto. He was on a good talking spree, educating you guys. This is the thing we've always been known for. If you guys ever watch our videos, they always say, keep an eye out for your videos. There's going to be a lot of silly shit, this, that, and the other. But maybe you're going to learn a thing or two, that's for sure. One thing's for sure, Dutch Bros is way better than like Dunkin' Donuts or anything. Or even Starbucks for that matter. All right, I told everybody I would do a dab here, so let's do a dab. Load your bolts, Roy Jones, Roy Bones, turn your vaporizer, pour your shots, get these dabs ready. I've got some water here. I've got some Runts Rosin. I've got the Earl Jr. cup rig out. I got to step up my game. Obviously, that last game of Call of Duty wasn't so good, so. Once Cheeto gets out to his car, he'll be able to call me back. We'll get him back in here. I usually rolls really fat joints. We used to, Dutch Bros. You never heard of Dutch Bros? It's like a West Coast thing. I think it usually was like up in like Washington and Oregon, and it started moving its way down south. Now we got them here in Southern California. They might even have some in Arizona, so it might be mainly on the West Coast. I ain't for sure. I know they just came here like within a year or so ago, and they have like all kinds of like drinks, and they have all flavors and shit. They have hundreds and hundreds of flavors. So you get milkshakes, coffee drinks, coffees, iced coffees, blended, everything you can think of. Dabbing some Mimosa's London Pound Cake. Yeah, I got a blended 911 from Dutch Bros. So that's like just a lot of coffee. So I'm going to be vibrating. So, yeah, smoking the rosin runts. Waiting on Shido. And drinking this 911. Woo! This one, if you guys like a lot of caffeine, that's the one you get. You get the 911. I'm on the East Coast, Canada. All right. Well, you'll probably eventually see them if you ever go anywhere. They're starting to definitely appear everywhere, especially in big cities and stuff. So you'll see them more in probably like any big city once you start coming out to the West Coast for anything. So, all right, got the water, got the dabs. Tina's here. Hey, Tina, how you doing? I see you. All right. Tina wasn't feeling so good the other day, so we were kind of dealing with that, but she's back to feeling really good, so I'm very happy with that. Puffing on some black Sherblato. Oh, Bowling Green. Nice. I used to travel through Bowling Green. I was when I lived in like Sydney, Ohio. I went from Bowling Green up to Ann Arbor. Went from Sydney, Ohio up to Ann Arbor. When I went through Bowling Green, we used to stop at Jimmy John's. There was a Jimmy John's there, and it was right early it was back in like, 2001 or 2000, and it was like one of the first Jimmy John's. I used to get the Gargantuan, so I used to love that. We actually knew the owner of it, and he used to come to some of the Ann Arbor games, too. Cheers. All right, let's get a game going until Shido gets here. All right. I forgot to do the dab marine. That's okay. That leaves me some water for another one. I've got all this caffeine in me right now. I think I'm ready to get some games on. All right. I was trying to think Bowling Green, Ohio. I'm pretty sure that's where one of my buddies went to, I think, that college up there. He played on the baseball team. All right, let's get this game going until Shido gets here. Dabbing on some black. There we go. We'll start adding. If you guys ever say what you're dabbing on, feel free to post it. We'll see how long you think it's going to take Shido to get to the car from his hotel. He's out in Las Vegas. You know, it always takes a while. You got to go in an elevator and walk about 10 miles through a parking garage, up and down 5 flights of stairs. All this made me make coffee. Yeah. Shido loves his coffee. Shido's a guy who loves fire coffee. You know, he's all about coffee. He actually wants to eventually like have a coffee shop. So he's all about it. I like good, strong coffee. That's why I get the 911 at Dutch Bros. Just tons of caffeine and flavor. I hate this map. I think the lanes on these Call of Duties, they said they were horrible, and I could see what they mean. It's just, I don't know. Maybe I'll get used to it. It's weird. Gonna vape some Legend OD. Oh yeah, get some. All right, let's get it. I was trying to help though. I got to try to get some of those things destroyed. Gonna take a little dip here, wash myself off. Felt dirty. Get some of the voices.
All right, guys, let's step it up. That is not how you do it. Yeah. Everybody loves coffee. Everybody wants some coffee. This is what's gonna happen until we see Shido. Until we see Shido. He didn't see it coming.
Sorry guys, I can't keep that up. That's gonna kill me. What up? How you doing? Ready to get some gaming on? Have a little fun? Sneaking up, I was thinking of doing like a finishing move, but it just never came through. Not doing so good, actually dying quite a bit. Waiting on Shido. Shido will be back here in a minute. Till then, I'll just try to entertain myself.
Alright guys, we're ready to get it. This is how it's gonna happen. We're gonna run a little quicker, slide over here, up the stairs, through the window, and die.
All right, let's keep it professional. All right, maybe put that right there. Throw that in there. I knew you were in there. I got him. I got him. That Unreal Tournament voice. Which one should I?
Hey, alright, let's get it going. Robot time. We're gonna act like a robot, play like a robot, never miss, auto kill. Here they go, ready to die.
That was me. Well, anybody can add me. It's Nick420CA. So if you guys want to add me, I usually add. I got Dank Gunrunner playing with me now. Me and Shido's going to be doing some gaming. We're going to be doing mainly zombies probably on the weekend and stuff. So. Ah. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. All right. We got to work on the slides, guys. I was getting them down. Honestly, in this new one, with how they have the slides and you can actually move and turn. For one thing, that's one of the things I always enjoy doing. It usually gets most people because they're shooting for your head. So anytime you're in a slide position, you're usually going to be a little lower and it's going to get over your head. So that's how I'm going to get most of my kills. I used to get, like I said, a lot better on the other ones. Once I get these maps down a little bit better, I'm sure my KD will come up. But instead of depth and death of that. Yeah, that'd be fun. I want to get more people in it. That'd be kind of cool. We get a whole bunch of people in some type of event. That'd be interesting. We'll figure this out. Like I said, I'm going to be able to have quite a bit of people in here for vids and stuff. But yeah, getting more people in the gaming too will be fun.
Enemy napalm strike incoming.
Especially if you guys want to do other ones. Like I said, I'm excited to try the zombies. Where is he shooting me from? Sorry, had to get serious for a second. All right, we're getting somewhere. I'm out here in Southern California, Newport Beach area. I used to be in Long Beach, went a little farther south. Nothing wrong with Long Beach. I go there quite a bit. It's a little north of me. Got a lot of good friends there. What am I doing? But I did kill him. But man, that was ugly. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to put that there. He's going to come back up here and get kablooied. And I'm going to go back this way. And come all the way around. Bring it around town. It's nice out here. It's sunny and about, I don't know, upper 60s probably. Cheeto's out in Las Vegas now for the MJ BizCon, and he said it's, I think, a little cooler up there, like 50s, low 60s. So a little warmer than Las Vegas, which is nice. Las Vegas starts getting colder this time of the year. All right. Hey, I'm the #1 guy. That ain't a good thing. Not when I only got a 1.0 KD. I got to work on it. Like I said, we got to try to get to 2. All right, where are they? I see him. Nope, that ain't him. All right, let's press him. Me and Dank Gun Runner. Oh, I looked at one and got shot by the other. Oh, UK. That's cool. Yeah, we'll get you in some games. Like I said, it's right now it's just Nick 420 CA. You want to add me? We're slowly going to be getting a lot more people in them. UK this time of year, probably a little pretty cold, maybe. I don't think you guys get snow, but you guys probably what in the low 50s, maybe. Pretty cold. What would that be in? Like you guys use Celsius, so. Oh shit! I was looking at the comments and went back and forth. All right, focus, Nick. Not doing good. Yeah, I'd like to get out to like either Europe or maybe Tokyo this next year. All right, we got Cheeto joining us again. Whoops.
What up?
Let's try this again. Hold on. You're a little too big for the screen. All right, there we go. That's better.
How about this?
Oh, there we
No.
go.
Oh, that works. There we go.
There we go. There we go. All right. I was in the middle of a game.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Yep. I can hear you fine.
I can't tell if it's my AirPods or not, but because the
No,
sound isn't coming through my
actually
AirPods.
sounds pretty good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All
we
right.
got a new member in the comments from the United Kingdom. They want to join us for some games. So we're gonna talking about everybody wants to join us. So we might have to figure out have like a gaming night and get everybody on.
Yeah, well, that's why I was hoping you would help me schedule a night that we could commit to every week. That
All right,
might be
yeah.
easier for people.
Yeah, we'll get that calendar set up so we can do that. Oh, nice. That's your container of weed?
Napalm strike inbound.
Yeah.
Pretty sick. I was going to say, are you going to smoke a joint? You got a blunt or bong? What are you doing?
I'm not going to waste my time with a joint, so here's a bong.
Oh, nice. All right.
I don't know. It sounds like I think I'm getting picked up by the phone, huh? Not the AirPods.
Well, I don't know.
You hear a lot of extra noise?
No, it sounds fine to me.
Oh. All right. Well, shit.
All right, guys. Well, that was a sucky game. We'll definitely get some. But yeah, we're going to, like you said, we're going to get this calendar set up for me and Cheeto, like probably on the weekends and stuff. We'll try to figure out a time where we can get it set up where we're going to have certain things, whether it be a streaming sesh, maybe a gaming sesh, or maybe one for all the fans and stuff too. So. All right, let me add Cheeto. Oop. There we go.
Ooh, all right.
There
Can we see
go.
this a little better?
Yeah, that's the M1.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can tell
Oh,
for
oh,
sure.
oh, oh.
Back it up a little.
I don't think the front camera focuses.
Yeah, I know. Well, I use the back camera even over here for this one, and it doesn't. I haven't figured out how to focus the zoom since it's through the computer yet. So,
Oh yeah, I don't think you can.
that sucks. Let me see if I can show it.
Try to get close and put your hand behind it. It won't autofocus. Yeah, it does. There it goes. There it goes. Okay. That's a small. That's a little. Actually, that's a good size OG looking one.
There we go. All right, cool. All
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
cool. All right, we got it going.
Got it. So breaking it off a little bit. Out here in Vegas, it's very dry. So basically, I'll break it up in the lid and then put the cover back on the jar real quick because
Yeah.
shit gets really dry pretty quickly out here.
Yeah, the air is crazy dry out there. And then I'm in
So like when
Gavin,
you
so.
buying any weed out here is always dry. All right. Yeah, look at that.
So what makes the M1 special for you versus other OGs, Sheeta?
Honestly, not a lot. Because when I do find a real good OG, it has. So the how I know it's an M1 OG or a SBSE, is because there's this Fruit Loop back end that you get mainly when you're breaking it up and you smell it. It's this. I don't know. It reminds me of a box of Fruit Loops or Fruity Pebbles. Um, So it's very, very faint, and then that smell or taste will usually go away. You won't taste it in the smoke when you smoke it, but when you dab it, um, it's super delicious. But yeah, that's how I know. But a lot of other OGs with that real heavy, I don't want to say gassy profile, but like OG profile, because there's more to gas than OG than just gas. So, and I hate that description gas.
He says, how does
because
it
of
differ from an OG Affy?
OG Affy was the one that I was trying to remember. Because Affy is like one of those nicknames, I think, for a really danky strain back then that people kind of like, what is that? Crip? In Hawaii, there's a strain called Crippy. So like in Hawaii, we used to call fireweed the Crip. Like,
Right,
like kryptonite or
right,
whatever.
right.
Uh, but now there's an actual strain down in Hawaii called Crippy, but it's just an OG. It's probably maybe even an SBSE or a M1 OG. Just the cut got brought down there.
Well, I remember
So
on the
like,
East Coast, they would call it either Kind Bud or Nice Bud or like OG Kush or Kush, and
yeah, yeah. Kush it's still today.
Chronic or something like that, and it was just like
Yeah,
they were just throwing names out there at the time. They were all that
yeah,
meant was it was like fire grown indoors usually. It didn't have
yeah.
seeds, hopefully, or very few seeds, at best.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers, Sheeta. I'm going to be doing a dab, so mine's going to take a little bit longer. You know me. I like to dab differently than Sheeta always. I think I smoked enough flour already, so.
Trying to blow it out the window so I don't get my car smelling like weed, but my car this morning smelled a lot like weed.
I remember when all of us was out in Vegas, all four of us, for that one MJ BizCon, and we were just like hotboxing your car so much. The good old days of everybody wanting to enjoy and do a hotbox is just hilarious. Me and Boston
Yeah, you guys want to suffocate together?
Yeah. Me and Boston Roller actually did. After I finished a grow, before the next one, I cleaned out the tent and we did a hot box in the grow tent. And
Oh
we
yeah,
got
I
that
remember
thing
that.
so fucking smoky. Even Boston Roller couldn't handle it. He's like, I got to get out of here. There's like no air at some point. He said, "Is that thing heavy?" Talking about his glass.
Or are they talking about your cup?
Oh, this is heavy for sure. Yeah, we should bust. We should definitely bust out the scales for that gram, and this might even overdo my scale. This thing's fucking heavy. Might be a pound. I don't know. It feels heavy as fuck. What booth you 100% are missing at MJ KenCon? What booth you 100% no missing at? Having a hard time reading the comments.
Read it. I can't see it.
Here we go. Can you, if I throw it up on the screen?
Not if you put it in the corner.
Oh. All right, let's see if you can see it.
Just put it in the middle.
All right.
What booth you 100% not missing at MJ Shootout? Oh, what booth am I not missing? So I can take that question in two ways, right? What booth do I not give a shit about, or what booth am I trying to see? I'm probably the worst person to ask this question. So what booth am I trying to see? Like I'm not trying to miss them at all.
Not missing.
Is
Wait, what did he say? Here he's like, not missing.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, not missing. Okay. So he wants to know what booth I want to see.
I see.
Like I said, I'm probably the worst person to ask.
Well, did you even walk around
'cause-
and check them out anymore, or do you just not even give a shit anymore? You said it's a lot smaller than it used to be.
No,
so.
well, they're all setting up still, so not even the event's not even up yet.
I see.
But it's a lot smaller, and there's less innovation this year, and there's a lot of cock swinging. So, what am I excited to see? A bunch of people swinging their big cocks around like they have something to show. Not really excited for that. I mean, I don't even see any innovation this year that makes me excited about cannabis or the future of cannabis. So I don't know. I feel like I've been jaded to the point where nothing really excites me anymore. Every innovation I seem to run across just seems to be a sort of automation, which I think automation is the worst thing to invest into right now, because automation is usually the step you take after you figured out one best way to do something, or maybe even two best ways to do something, but never more than that, because you don't want a machine to make a decision of what to make. So you want them just to do one thing, right?
Right.
There's too many decisions we have to make in an extraction process. There's too many. Like you already say, you run yours high pressure. You already run yours differently than another person.
Right.
And I'm not trying to wait there for people's slow ass recovery. Everybody's like, oh, terps, whatever, sure. But if you don't know the science and you want to wait there all day, then fine.
Well, I mean, a lot of people, it was always hard when I was explaining to people, especially on recovery. They were like, "You're overheating it. You're going to ruin it." And it's like, you do understand it's in butane, and butane's keeping it at a very, very low temperature. You only have to worry about using the temperature towards the very end, and a lot of people don't understand that at all.
Yeah,
but we learned that early in the game, pretty much.
No, people are not trying to understand it,
right?
So
that's sad.
I kind of feel like, we beat the game.
Yeah.
And we're just playing the game over and over and over. And it's like, we have already played this game 4 times over. We already beat it. Like, it's not really exciting.
Oh, I know. That's why I get hit up every now and then to come check out a lab, help out a lab. And I just don't have any interest in it anymore. I did it. And yeah.
We never got paid enough.
I was
to do
at
any
so many
of
labs
stuff,
and it's like, You always get that rug pulled out from underneath you at some point because they always want to just make more money. 9 times out of 10, they're usually using you just to try to get information to train other
Yeah.
people, which I had no problem training other people. But then when they try to get them just to replace you, which is fine if you think that way. But here's the issue. Every single time that happens, the person is just a monkey pulling levers and they have no idea why we were pulling the levers. And it always goes under at that point because it isn't just,
Yeah.
it's never going to be a set thing across the board. Materials change, everything changes at a point. And if you don't know why you're doing it, you're just going to end up with different results at a point.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't think we've all ironed down the SOP yet that everybody can agree is a standard way to run a closed loop. And because of that, automation, quote unquote, just means you're now stuck to running the machine the way the creator of that automation intended.
Yeah.
Because and so I don't like that.
Well, that was the same thing with a lot of these automated wipers, not falling films. You know what I mean? So they had a lot of these automated ones with computers and stuff, and that was the issue. They always, once you set up the parameters, any kind of different material and stuff, you'd always have issues on them.
Well, it's just like you wanted it to go faster. If you made it go faster, you have to override the automation, and then overriding the automation overrides the safety features, and overriding the safety features makes it dangerous.
Yeah, and
And
the wipers, same thing.
well, they're a little less automated. Like I would say semi-automated because there's just buttons you're pushing. You're not physically doing manual labor.
Right.
But everybody's taught to just push buttons. Like you said, everybody's just taught to turn levers, push buttons. And then when it comes to, okay, we need to make more money, we need to make this more efficient, nobody knows where to start.
Right.
Because, like, how do you make up pushing buttons and turning levers more efficient?
Yeah.
So you have to know why you're pushing those buttons and why you're turning those levers. But they seem to, it seems to me not be important. So that's where I fall short. And I'm like, maybe I just don't relate. The industry doesn't need people like us to be super concerned, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
But then you're like, wait, that doesn't sound right.
Well, I think it's like everybody already knows it all at a point, and it's just like it's never going to be they're never going to get the best out of it for that reason because they think they're just going to do it for the cheapest price, and they're never going to,
Right.
I can't tell you how many times I walked into a lab and it's like, the guy before me said it could do this, and it just is not even close, like not even a 10, 20, 25% of what it could do. And even that's me running it crazy hard. You know what I mean? Sometimes I was like way harder than they would run it. And it's just like, and then when I would run a lot of my systems, like you said, I ran high pressures, and it was like I didn't want or expect a lot of these other people to run it that high because it's dangerous if you didn't know what you were doing. Some of my giant columns, I was filling, 90% full of butane, hot butane and shit, So I had very little headspace and shit. So if you didn't watch that, they built pressure pretty quick,
Oh, shit, Nick, I can see all the comments.
Oh, nice.
Oh. There's a button you have to push that you didn't push last time. Now, I can also chat directly to you without them seeing. Interesting.
Oh, shit.
All right.
See,
Well,
this
that's
is cool. I like how it can just do it
So
through the phone.
Yeah, when other people join, they can. There's a separate chat. Interesting. Okay, this is kind of cool. All right, another bong hit. How many people? A whiff. Oh, it even shows me the people. God, I can see everything you seeing now. You just had to push more buttons.
Nice. Yeah. Is MJ mostly extract driven? How about cultivation?
No, half of it is cultivation, and only a quarter of it is extract. Like it's really small for extracts this year, and a lot of extract companies went under. So I would say Extractor Depot is probably like maybe the handful of companies left.
That's crazy.
And the other 25% is packaging. So it's cultivation, 50% packaging, and extracting.
You know what I notice? It always seems that way at these events. It's like they're already at the finish line with everything. Here's how you package it. Here's this and that. And it's like, how do what is it?
But how
Pulling the
do we
cart.
get the
You
stuff
got
that's
yeah,
packaged?
you pulling the cart before the horse or whatever. I was like, wow, I always thought that every time I walked in, I was like,
Yeah.
man, there's so much packaging. Who's making all this extract? I was like, this is insanity. I was like, you got more packaging than you got guys making extracts. I made a lot of extracts
What's
back
up?
then. I
No
was like, I
mids for
couldn't
me
fill it all.
420.
uh,
No mids for me 420. What's up? This bong hits for you.
cheers. I'll be doing a dab and try another game here in a second. My last few has not been so good. All right.
Yeah,
Cheers.
that is a thing about our industry. Everything is all about the end product, and everybody thinks growing is simple. Like I think on a corporate level, people are thinking like growing is like fucking growing tomatoes in your backyard, which is actually pretty fucking hard. But they don't take it seriously,
Yeah.
right? So come to BC. How many Canadian people we got watching? I feel like every goddamn person watching is Canadian right now. Hell yeah.
we get Canadians and Australians and New Zealanders. We get them from around the world. Sure.
Yeah.
All right, let's get a dab going here. Dab in a game. Dab in a game.
Ooh.
Was that good?
Yeah. I mean, M1 is always a bong rip of M1 is always just as strong as a dab to me.
Used to be my friend. Prairie's here, my boy.
Kelowna?
Sounds right.
Oh, is Plump also from Canada? So we got
Oh,
Plump.
Toronto.
Oh my God, Colombian Latinos from. God, wow, shit! I think you just got the Team Canada is fucking Team Nick 420 apparently.
Yeah, it's my Ohio accent. I'm pretty close to Canada. I used to go up there all the time. When I was up in Michigan, we were up in like Detroit, and you could take like a ferry or something right across. It was pretty cool. You could even drink when you're
Wow,
18. You could
hell
drink when you're
yeah!
18 up in Canada too.
Wow. Okay. So yeah, maybe Canada would be our when we do our tour, Nick.
Yeah, hitting Canada.
Maybe we got to hit Canada.
We're starting in Canada,
First stop.
obviously. All right, almost got this heated up here, and then I'll get another crappy game going. I'm not doing good, but I'm having a lot of fun. That's the point, right? That's what I always tell myself when I'm playing horrible in any sport. Not doing good, but I'm having fun. I'm having fun. Having fun. All right.
All right, I'll probably watch one game and
All right.
probably start looking for some people that I know.
Oh, that makes sense. What up, Joe?
I don't.
The Mad
I might just
Hatter.
go wander the convention center, and see it. Well, and just bother people setting up. That would be fun.
That's always fun. Hey, what are you doing? Make them stop setting up to talk to you.
Yeah. That's what our competitors used to
Put
do.
some pressure
They used
on
to
them.
just distract us. Yeah.
All right, Plump.
All right.
Take
See you,
it easy,
Plump.
Plump. Thanks for coming. We'll do more of these for sure. Like
Whatever
I said,
happened to G, or what's his name from the old videos? Oh, G's coming back.
G was
G's
actually
in
he was in a chat actually recently. North Carolina.
He's in East Coast right now. He'll jump back in. I think he said he's gonna set up his webcam setup when he gets back. So, sweet. Yeah, we got a lot of Canada people here. Stoked. That's like probably the one part of the country that I know the least about.
But you got to figure we're here in Southern California. That's quite a ways away too.
Yeah. It's I think the closest I've been to Canada was when we went to Michigan. Right? That's where it is, right?
Yeah, like I said, I was in
That's a,
Detroit. You could go right across the river to Canada. So yeah,
I saw
Michigan's really
the
close.
maple leaf flag across the water. And then
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, what city's over there?" And they're like, "Oh no, that's Canada." You're
Yep.
like, "What? Oh, right there?" Like, I could fucking swim there. What's keeping people from fucking swimming drugs over?
Well, well, yeah, I know, no kidding. What we used to do when I went to Ann Arbor for the Michigan football games is me and my buddies, since I was younger and I was only like 20 or so, we would go across the lake to Canada, and then they would have strip clubs there, and you could go in the strip clubs and you could drink, and they had a strip club. So we did that usually right before the football games. Not
Joe
Canada.
Mad Hatter's from Wilmington. That's where I'm from. That's where I'm from. Wilmas, baby. I was probably the whitest kid in Wilmington.
How long ago was that?
That was, man, 99, 98,
Right.
where I started making friends with the kids. But I was born in Harbor City, so right next to Wilmington, right in between Wilmington and Torrance.
Oh yeah, Torrance.
Oh, Canada, not California. How many goddamn Wilmingtons are there? Because there's a Wilmington, Colorado, I think. I don't know. There's too many goddamn Wilmingtons.
Windsor. I don't
We
I don't
got all
remember
these
where I
people
went to.
talking Canada talk in our comments now. I can't even relate.
You're like, you
Huh.
gotta bust out a
I've been to
map
Windsor
now.
too.
Yeah. Once I get this down, I'm gonna be pulling up a map right here so we can figure this out. I'll be pulling it out, figuring this out. Point to where you're from. They call all weed Crips. That's what Ian said. Oh, that's funny.
Oh, now I got that camera in the corner of the screen plus the camera that you have right above me, so it's pretty funny looking.
California, Joe.
No, he said he's from Canada. Oh wait, no, they're talking about something else. Okay, we're trying.
Oh.
You can't. It's hard to keep track of the comments when we're not from any of the places they're talking about. But it has the same names of everywhere we've lived.
I feel like I'm just saying words now. I feel like, I'm like that dude out of
All right, I'm gonna finish
Anchorman.
off this bowl.
All right.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll watch this last game.
All right, you got to watch Lisa's game.
Kill team.
See if I do
All
good.
right, all right.
Whoop, whoop. Nope, so far not good.
Oh, here we go.
So far,
Off
this
to a
good.
great start.
Yep, I like
Bing,
starting out
bang,
dying.
boom.
Oh, man, I thought I was good. That was slow. We had a nip here going.
It's actually pretty smooth on my phone watching you on the Safari. It's kind of interesting. Oh,
I'm going to
Nick
have
is
to.
on a roll.
I
Today he
know.
is like butter.
Well, like I said, this isn't my gun. This is a new gun. I'm working on upgrading. I haven't got all the cool
This is
parts
his
yet.
friend's gun. He's just borrowing
He
it.
borrowed it.
It's
I don't know. I've never
just for
held
the
it
weekend while
before.
his real gun is
My
in the
real
shop.
gun's in the shop. I'm looking at it. I say, I don't want to use it. It's too nice. I put it away. And I'm like, this is like practice mode for me. So understand.
And my friend said I could borrow this gun.
And he's got a crappy gun. He didn't upgrade it at all. I'm like, you got to
And
put
he's on a
something
roll.
on it.
Butter.
Like butter. Smooth like butter. How did he hit me? They're getting really good at shooting down.
Giving up the lead.
Oh, she got me twice.
Oh, we got lawnmowers going on right now.
Oh, you cutting grass?
Apparently.
You cutting their grass? How nice of you. All right, I'm thinking what? I should have got him.
Okay. He's got the buttons going on. All right. If you guys recommend Nick run up the middle, say it now.
Shut up. I don't have a
Other than
shotgun.
that,
I'm
Nick's
not a
gonna keep running to
shotgun
the
guy.
side.
All right. Haha. I just got a headshot more. That's the thing. I got to quit doing any body shots. Straight to the head. There we go. See, it's so much
Cutting
easier.
that grass, into that bog, baby.
They die so much easier when you shoot them in the head. All right. Got 2 kills.
All right, I think I'm done smoking for the minute.
All right.
I'm actually excited to go walk around and bother people.
Tell me more about what's going on.
So tell me what you're doing right now on that ladder, on the scaffold, holding up the TV.
Yeah, can you get down for a second? Can you come down for a second?
Can you tell me more about this TV you're putting up? Tell
Boy,
me
do
more
I
about the
got
fabric about this couch that you're carrying.
your boss
Does
wants to. Yeah. Your boss needs
Does
me.
does the pattern of this fabric intrigue you and make you perform better at the trade show? Ah.
Ooh, that was close. The guy almost had me.
Oh, and you're dead. Ah! Okay.
Got another.
Just film them so they think it's important. Yeah, I will.
Be like, yeah. Oh, they love it when we do that. The one guy blocks you
Yeah,
and
'cause-
shit.
Yeah, they
You're trying to
talk
take
a
our
lot of shit
secrets.
until you say
You're
you're
taking our
recording.
secrets. It's like, why are you at an event showing it around? What just happened? I think I got kicked. Well, that lame.
Well, I think that's a good way to. Yeah, you got kicked. It's a good way to end that.
All right. Well, that sucked. That was weird. They you know what happened? I was getting too good, and they were like, "Uh-oh."
Way too good. Oh, I found a little piece I didn't smoke yet. All right.
All right, I'm gonna do one more dab marine with you for water. I got some water. We're staying hydrated today. With all this caffeine, I need it. This is a good stream we got going here. I've been almost 2.5 hours going on.
Yeah, we had the most people when we were an hour in.
Yeah.
So I think that's how long it takes for everybody to realize you're on. But apparently everyone in Canada knows you're on. And no one in the US does. So
That's where my billboards are going to be going. I'm going to be starting in Canada. We're going to have billboards all over Canada.
apparently I think we need to just rebrand in Canada somewhere.
I like it. Instead of the marijuana leaf, we'll use the Canadian maple leaf.
Right? I think so. We need to consume more syrup. Anyways, I think I'm about out.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I'll wait for you to.
Yeah, let me
to hit
do
this.
my dab here because I'm going to probably get
This
off
dab
here
5
probably
minutes
in a minute
later.
Anyway. Hey. I got a brand new nail coming, okay? And I'm going to get the timer
Misfits
up here.
Cannabis. Yeah, we're Nick's trying to stream every day around this time.
Yep.
Maybe in the weekends we'll probably do it.
Like probably 7 or so, a little bit later.
Yeah, in the evenings. I don't know, but yeah. So we got to figure out a time to commit to every week, and even if Nick can't do it, then I can do it.
Right.
Then regardless, so we're both capable now. So you don't
That'll be
always
cool.
have to play with both of us.
Yeah, exactly. Then you're going to get to see Shido's game. You're already seeing my amazing, horrible gameplay. So maybe I'll get better, guys. Maybe I'll get better. That's all we can hope for. That's going to be the new thing. It's going to be, is Nick going to get any better? Don't make me go back to Modern Warfare 3. I'm going to put Modern Warfare 3 up here and show you what I can do if I have to. Don't make me go backwards.
Nick was really excited about this slide cancel that
I
he
was doing
had
so
figured out
good.
for the first week,
I was
and
doing so
after
good.
that, it looks like a regular slide to me.
Oh, shut up. I'm working on my streaming and my gaming. For some reason, when I stream, my gaming takes a little bit of a nosedive, but we're working on it. It's gonna get better. Love you both, Roy Jones, Roy Bones, Turner, Vaporize, pour beers, pour your shots. Here we go. We're gonna do one more water. Dad Marine. Cheers.
Woo! Let's see how much liquid you can hold. All right, I got everything out of my bowl. Think I'm ready to go bother some people. Woohoo! Give those kidneys a workout.
Flushing them out is what I'm doing. All right, Cheeto. Well, thank
We
you for
got
coming
the
on.
win.
Woo, baby.
Oh, is Dank Runner playing with you again? I think he was playing with you every game, huh?
Yeah, anybody here? Let me put it in here real quick. All right, guys. So if you guys just want to add me, Nick420CA, we can game. I've been taking guys, and we're gonna get a set. You know, like I said, we'll also set up a time on the weekend for all of us to start adding people and gaming with everybody. People want to do it like a tournament, even maybe.
Yeah. I mean, as long as you guys have a phone or a webcam, you can join your on the conversation too on camera. So, but yeah, hell yeah, we'll get
Like I
more
said,
of
we'll
these
be doing
going.
this regularly, guys. So yeah, stay high, stay faded, guys.
All right, peace.
Peace.